faces of the voters. And I mean, this is the kind of stuff that the party should be doing in terms of vetting. They talked about vetting. They talked, till their faces were red about George Santos. And then at the end of the day, it's like, all right, fine. You want to kvetch about George Santos? Well, let's now start doing some vetting here. And none of them knew this stuff, apparently, until it was exposed on Twitter and elsewhere. And now it's becoming a big, fat, laughing joke. And we need a strong, top-of-the-ticket candidate. I mean, look, Joe Pinion gave Chuck Schumer run for his money. He had no support. He had no money. He was running kind of on his own. And he got in the 40s against one of the most established Democrats in the country. I mean, this is a seat that we, on a bad day, should be getting in the mid to upper 40s on, especially against someone as weak as Gillibrand, and what I think is going to be a very good year for Republicans across the country based on the polling, and that's going to be beneficial all the way down ballot. Every race, state assembly, state senate, the dog catcher, you name it, whatever it may be, we need a strong top-of-ticket candidate who's going to be supportive of Trump, supportive of his message going into November. Otherwise, we're going to have a complete disconnect. We're spitting in the faces of the grassroots, and they're just going to stay home. And that's what they did during the Modi race. They stayed home. Yep. Democrats turned out, and we got our faces, we had egg all over our faces.
Sure. So, the Nassau County guys all love Cairo. I've met Cairo a couple of times, very nice. Someone I know him personally, seems like a decent guy. But, this is serious business. Okay? So, George Santos got through. That egg is on Cairo. Then they put Mozzie out there. And that wasn't a very good candidate. We all know that. It's not Monday morning quarterback. We knew it before. And she got killed. There's more egg on the face. Now you got a guy in Sapricone who's out there giving money to people like Letitia James. So the question becomes, does the Republican Party, Gavin, in your circle, spend their days and nights talking about Joe Cairo?
Listen, I respect.
Oh, let me close you out. Oh, my God. Got this other window open going on. What the hell? Anyway, I'm trying out the webcam from this angle. I have a 50-foot extension, USB extension, that I had for a few years. So I'm trying that out, see if it's working well. Right now, it seems to be working well. HD tuner right here. Okay, put it on here.
Ahead of every major issue. Honestly, he should be a state right.
Okay, why is this thing going so I'm testing this out,
And you got Romaine and Suffolk County, but Nassau County, you got the
There's a USB extension that I had for about 5 years. Actually, a little more than that. When I made my copper tube active at 10 a long time ago, and I wanted to use that extension, USB extension, to send power to my amplifier at the time, and that loop that I made, homemade loop. So I'm going to use that 50-foot extension here. Doesn't matter. I come on whenever I come on. It's how I roll, bro. So I want to show you this angle. Hopefully this thing doesn't mess up. See, I have a 50-foot extension. It's a USB extension. It's a 50-foot. It's very long. It's 50 feet, yeah, 50 feet. I paid a fortune, but I forgot how much I paid for it. And I was looking for it this morning. I found it. I said, what, I'm going to see if I use it. That's my HD tuner. Let me hook this up over here. I don't want it, because if I disconnect, that's it. It's going to happen. I'm trying to hook it up over here without. This is my HD tuner. Sanji, and I'm sorry my focus is off because I have to look back to see the screen. HD radio. The display, I'm gonna have to get really close. There you go. I have to get really close to the display.
I agree with you. So all the way out, again, this is, now you know why he's the president, folks.
Okay.
He is, my friend Gavin Wax, 76th president of the New York Young Republicans Club, writes books, makes great speeches, does a terrific job.
Not the best webcam, and it is my receiver,
kind of your job in that
my Yamaha receiver.
So how do we fix it moving forward?
Listen, it's a Byzantine system. I mean, you got these rules for county committee, district leaders.
Okay, and that's the tape deck I was talking about yesterday that I found in the trash.
I have no problem with party bosses if they're doing the right thing.
Onkyo tape deck.
And, but if they're just there to line their pockets, if they're just there to grip,
I know the lighting is not the best here, but the problem is that light is too bright if I turn that light on. This is an analog FM tuner. So I'm gonna hook up the when I split the antenna, I'm gonna put one FM connection here, one FM coax going here, the other one is already here. And then that's the AR amplifier that James Farley was asking about yesterday.
She ran up the numbers out there. I mean, she turned what was one purple district into a.
And this is the Optimus tape deck, the one that when they delivered it, they destroyed the side of it. Oh, it's so dark now, oh my God. Lighting is horrible in this corner, but you can't put the light too much, it'll go right up to. And a Sony turntable. And I have a record in there. The vinyl. And of course I got my speakers here. Let me try out the light. Let me try to brighten. It's kind of dark in this corner. Let me try on this light. Maybe it'll brighten up a little. Let's see. Let me try that again with the tape deck. Go near to me. You know, I'm using this extension. I want to see if I can. So there goes the tape deck. That one is not working, and it's broken on the side. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. It's cracked. And of course, again, the HD tuner. Now you got a better view of the HD tuner. Of course, that's an old camcorder on time. I'm only wondering. There's an old camcorders.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Onkyo tape deck again. So this is one I found in the trash. It works well. It's just low on one channel. I think I need to clean the heads. And of course, the amplifier that James Farley was asking me about yesterday. Kenwood model KA 3700. Okay, and again, the Yamaha receiver. Yeah, actually, the light helps better. And then the turntable, the Sony turntable. And of course, I got old school speakers here. I had these speakers for over 30 years. They work well. I had to change the woofer on this one, but I still got old school speakers there. That's a subwoofer down there, Yamaha subwoofer. And then over here, the other speaker. Okay, so basically, I can be a DJ. Okay, so I can point it back over here. So I'll leave it pointing here. When I read the comments. So yeah, Chicopee, I'm on anytime. You know, I know I usually on Saturdays, but I said it that I'm gonna be on anytime. Anytime. I don't want to be tied up to just Saturday. You know. Right now, I had nothing else to do today. I did all my cleaning. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. So I had to do more cleaning, and because I was looking for this cable, this 54 USB extension, and I found it. I was like, man, I'm gonna hook it up and I'm gonna test it. So I was doing a webcam test on this. I said, I'm gonna go live for a couple of hours, and I'm gonna tune the tune. I'm gonna do FM band scan. So. Problem is, I have to be very careful when I type over here in the keyboard because this extension is very long. It's 50 feet. But I'm hoping that connector is not loose. I don't have a hub right now that I can hook up to it. I need to get a new hub, a USB hub. I mean, eventually I want to put my desktop over here anyway. So this is just temporary. like I said, I want to test things out here. I want to try different angles. Because I know yesterday you guys didn't see all of that. It was too far away. So I figured, you know what? Let me just show it now. And I know you don't have school today. My son neither doesn't have school today. So today's the last day of his vacation. He goes back on Monday. So I'm going to fmfool.com. I want to try something. And I have to be careful when I type this keyboard. Not to let me see. Not to move the laptop and mess up the connection. I want to see how long, how well it's performed this USB, this 50-foot extension USB. I bought this over 5 years ago. I forgot how much I paid. I have to look it up on I have it on Amazon. I have to check when I bought that. I'll put a link in the description for that. It's a USB 2.0 extension, 50 feet. So, so now my webcam is on the other side of the room. And I'm going to walk back here. And there you go. So, it's a long extension to my. You can see how far the computer is now.
The IRS is making it easier than ever to settle tax problems for those who owe more than $10,000.
So it's on the floor going around here. And I got it hooked up. So now I can put on a tripod if I want. I can sit right here. And I can do a little spin here. I can actually go closer and show you.
The information is free and the help is free.
Let me be careful over here. I have a lot of cable I'm walking with. I can now show you my
If you're
see?
It can feel like you're trying to find
cassettes.
You can hope the right person comes along. Or
I know the light is in the way.
Now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com.
And more games over there.
ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack.
I can't see what I'm looking at because I'm facing the camera. So.
Because Telly Tires has
But-
grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a
Then I have that closet there.
ZipRecruiter helps me.
I have Halloween stuff in there too.
Difficult job. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
And of course, it's the back of the server rack.
Businesses who use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find
The back of the server rack.
a haystack.
And you can see I got a KVM switch here, 4-in-1 KVM switch. It's the back of the server rack. Server down there. It's a mess of wires here. I have to tidy up these wires. I can actually show you closer now, the server rack. Let me grab this wire. I don't want to knock over. And I can show you the front of the server rack. So remember the FM transmitter? I mean the AM transmitter? That's an AM transmitter, Talking House, which I plan to set up soon. I want to set up a little radio station, an AM radio station. And I want to find a low power computer for that. And then of course these are all, I'm not using any of these right now. This was supposed to be my router. And using PSS, I didn't get to do that. Old switch. Barracuda network switch. Okay, this wires in the way. Patch panel. Got patch panel. I got a bunch of hard drives there. I got another computer here. Then I got one of my first, that's an HP one that I was talking about yesterday. Server. Then I have to get on my knees here right now. Then I have these desktops that I found in the trash. They're in good condition. I installed software on them. They're all working fine. I upgraded a couple of them. Then there's an old IBM Vista that I found. Trash fine. It works well. Then I have two servers at the bottom. Let me get this at the bottom. Let me move this cord away. So the Dell server, another Dell server. So all my video files and all that, most of them, I keep them here. Old videos and all that. I have, what is it now? 8 terabytes.
Hold on a second, it's gonna bother me. I mean,
This drive is 8 terabytes. This computer's 8 terabytes combined. Is like one bigger storage. And then this one is, I believe, 3 terabytes. 3 terabytes. And I just use them for backup files, stuff like that. I have other stuff. I have single drives that I also back up. So I use that also for, you know. I have other drives like this one. This is 3 terabyte. This is my book, 3 terabyte. I have a couple of them upstairs. My wife and I. So, you know, we have family stuff, family videos and photos and all that. So, you know, of course, you didn't get to see my books up close, so let me show you the books. So you see, I have a lot of books there. Electronics, the dummies, all this stuff, dummies books. It's an old catalog from the Yankees, 2009 catalog. A whole bunch of books there. More coax up there. Bellamar 240. I believe that's 25 feet. Bundled up right there. I have a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff.
They're sisters. They're from the 70s, actually. Like the Andrew sisters? No, I said the 70s. Oh, the Andrew sisters. Sure. Yes, one is not, sorry to say, not considered hot anymore.
Yeah.
You're not from the 70s.
Let me sit down for a minute. So 17 minutes in the books. The how far it's only 1 milliwatt, so but I might use an external antenna because it comes with that transmitter comes with a long wire, but it's not gonna get far with a long wire. Indoor, you know, it's just indoor. But it has an external connector. So I was thinking about hooking up my 102-inch CB whip outside because I seen another YouTuber do that, and when he did it, he got up to a couple of miles or so, a few miles. I think he got as far as 10 miles. But you know, of course, this is during the day. At night, you know, you could probably somebody could probably DX nearby. Somebody could probably DX my station. You know, if I put the antenna, you know, I have a spot for it. You know, but you know, it's gonna stay the same power, 1 milliwatt. It's not gonna be more than that, because then that'll be illegal. Because that's a part 15. Is it a part 15? It's a part 15 transmitter, so it's legal to use that. It is legal. It's just the power. I cannot put no extra power on it, which I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna, you know. So, you know, for example, if anybody's around the neighborhood, maybe even up to a mile away or so, or at night, if I have it on, because I'm gonna plan to have it on, depending on the computer, I want to get a low power computer like maybe a Raspberry Pi or something like that. I have an old Orange Pi computer that I'm thinking about repurposing for that, but I'm just gonna get a dedicated new computer for it, and that way I can run all my. I want to have all my videos, just the audio, like a podcast. Or I'm thinking about, and also I want to play other stuff that I have music that I want to play. I have things like that I want to play. Or, you know, I have audio books that I want to play, audio courses that people can, you know, want to hear. You know, I know I'm listening to the radio right now. I'm talking over it. Let me go like that. Yeah. So I want to try it. I want to experiment with it. I want to have fun with it. I know Tasso lives in Queens, and Michael is in Clifton, New Jersey. And, who knows? Maybe in the evening one day I'm playing, I'm letting my station play, and they can pick up my station. So I'm looking at 1620 kilohertz. That's going to be the frequency I'm going to use. 1620, because I don't have nothing around here that's 1620. I don't pick up anything 1620 in this area. Even at night, DX rarely pick up anything 1620, which I haven't picked up in a couple of years or so, which was Cuba. So nothing here close 1620. So I'm thinking about that. That's going to be the frequency. Oh, you can see the display now. On the so from that angle, you can see the display. Okay. All right. So maybe I'll leave it on that angle because it's not so bright now, the display. Okay, that's a good angle then. So you see it says 770 kilohertz. That's WABC here in New York. So you know what? I'm gonna tune I'll do a band scan on the AM first. I'll do that. Since you can see the display now. Let me start at the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna get a copyright for that. Okay, frequency 530. Okay, let's start at the bottom. Of course, the antenna I have right now, I'm gonna hook that one up to an outdoor loop antenna, probably the MFJ or MLA 30 or something. Right now, I'm only using this antenna. This loop, this indoor, the one that comes with the stereo. So, I'm not gonna get for plus it's daytime. All right, so that's the antenna I have for the AM. Now on FM, it's hooked up to a TV antenna on the roof. So maybe I'll do a FM band scan too later. So let's see what AM. Let's see if you can see my. So 540 is Indian station out of Long Island. So it's Indian music. Okay. At night I don't hear that. It's only during that's out of Long Island. 550 is nothing. 560 nothing.
He knows how to put up with your squabbling too. Did you know that?
So 570 is the mission.
Sometimes we think, well, if we do such and
WMCA,
such, he'll quit
the
loving
mission.
us. No, God doesn't love us on the basis of what we do.
Actually, let me put it over here so I can read the call letters.
If performance was the basis of God's love for us, we've already said that denies the very meaning of the term agape. Agape is loving some person, even though you may never receive anything back from them.
I'm just typing something over here.
Kind of love that's demonstrated.
And then I'll go back over there. I just want to have the.
Love is incredibly patient. It's always nudging you toward maturity. And as I said before, if you mess up, you can't give up. Because
hopefully it doesn't
God
get
is
cut
still
off.
there urging you on, telling you that He loves you, even if you never return.
Let me scroll down to the.
How many of you know when you don't know what to do?
Hey, hello, my Radio DX.
Answer is love. As you grow in Jesus, His love begins to help you know how to act and what to do in every situation.
I'm just trying this angle with a 50-foot USB extension.
I don't know about you, but if you're like me, sometimes you feel insufficient for the demands of your life.
So that's WMCA, the mission. So 600, I don't get WICC. In the evening, I pick it up a little bit. So the next one is going to be 620, WSNR.
And feeling a sin.
Kind of coming in. Connecticut. So not the best antenna, but WSNR. And then the next one is going to be WFAN. 630, nothing. 640, nothing right now. 650, nothing. 660.
I mean, maybe ever, but even if we go back to, when was the last time they won 100 games? Yeah, 88.
Twice. That was the second most they won 100. 101 wins was the second most ever.
Right.
I know it's hard to see the numbers, but
right. And yes, and the last time they won 100 was 1988.
the problem is
So
I can't remember
They lost to the Dodgers in the playoffs.
All right. So the last time they won 100 games prior to 2022 goes all the way back to 1988.
660.
That's just a
That
start.
is crazy.
And then, like, if I were to give you, let's say, from 1988.
670, nothing. 680, 690, nothing. 700, nothing right now. 710
We're
WOR.
not doing so well. So she had to get a new sponsor, and her new sponsor is China. It's from TikTok. And
So you can see it better than display now. 710.
Have you been on there at all?
Yeah, but I still have it. It's
It's
gone.
loathsome. It's one of the most loathsome things. The more you get into it, the longer you.
So
you-
710
you watch it.
WOR.
And I started watching it during the winter, and finally you just say, this is.
Yes, sir. Pretty bad. And
740.
on it. And
Overcomer Ministry.
I set it up with this so that police on 10.
Overcomer Ministry, 740. Out of, I'm looking at it over here. So hold on. Where is it at? I'm losing my, Huntington, Long Island. WNYH, the Overcomer Ministry. Brother Stair.
What's happening also? You could go on air. Video that I was on the road and I could.
Of course, at night is Zoomer Radio. 7:40 in the evening, Zoomer Radio out of Toronto. But right now it's Brother Stair. Long Island, I guess. Yeah, Huntington, Long Island. Excuse me.
400 Central in St. Petersburg, Florida. Go
Of course,
to
WABC.
400central.com. That's the number 400.
WABC, 780, nothing. 800. 820 is going to be the next one. That's Bloomberg. I mean, WNYC, excuse me. NPR, WNYC, and after midnight is BBC.
Concentration of poverty. So we understand that this disadvantage is not equally experienced.
So that's NPR station,
When we
WNYC.
talk about poverty, it's in some ways looking at this poverty number doesn't
820.
tell a full enough picture. Because it's not as though only those 2 million New Yorkers are struggling. If you look at people who
Well, not bad for $25 that tuner.
That's $88,000.
Actually, that's no sense in the tuner I have.
What you find is that their experience
The tuner on this one is not the
very
best.
similar to the experience of New
The
Yorkers.
tuner on this one is not. I'm going to try the analog tuner.
They are twice as
Eventually.
likely to struggle with.
The Kenwood, that's an analog tuner from
They're making choices
In the
every month
70s.
between. Am I going
Then I have a Denon.
put food on the table?
FM tuner, AM FM tuner. I'm gonna try that one too. I'm gonna hook that one down here.
56% of New Yorkers who
But
earn
this one is
$88,000 or less.
pretty sensitive. So the next one is gonna be, let's see, 880. Yeah, 880. What's that called? Yeah.
Wow. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you. Call 800-598-4799.
So WCBS 880.
4799. 800-598-4799.
Let me drink some water.
Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hey, Cheryl. Hey, she's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at Samsonite. These skirts should have pockets. Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
So next one should be 910.
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up.
Let's see. 890. Nothing. 900 CHML and nice. And 90 CHML out of Canada. And right now, nothing. It's too early. 910 is. No, I got nothing. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not picking it up right now. WRKL, which is Polsky Radio 930 WPAT. Let me see if I can pick up WPAT. WPAT.
Las tiendas Rico Pérez abren los 7 días de la semana. Y
WPAT
a las 10
930, and that's out of Clifton,
hasta las 6 de la
New
tarde,
Jersey.
de lunes a viernes.
Next one is WNYM 970, The Answer.
Si no tiene tiendas,
That's just bleeding over. I think
across the United States before roads were paved and all.
so 970, The Answer.
There's been a lot of suggestions. A lot of people have suggested the shows, and that's what I mean. I've seen it, but it would be good to watch all 24 episodes on this big journey to Israel this weekend. So thanks for that suggestion, and thanks to the text from Chicago, Mike. You will be in my prayers as you travel to Israel. I'll pray for your safety and precaution. And protection, rather, as you continue your great work. You're very kind. Thank you, Chicago. And listen, we're taking all kinds of steps. Obviously,
Next one is 1010
security and safety is a big concern. A lot of behind.
980 nothing, 990 nothing. Of course, at night at Chicago, 1010.
These skirts should have pockets. Or maybe she lost it at Pilates. 3 and 2 and... But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card, so it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do
Let's play something, Grandma.
became difficult as I got older.
Too early for all of this. ESPN Radio 1050.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Brakes? We can save you 15% on that.
WEPN, ESPN Radio.
Or delivery. We also have calipers, brake fluids, tools, and anything else you'll need to do the job right. When you get Duralast pads and rotors together, you'll save 15%. It's just part of what makes us America's #1 brake destination.
This is Freddie and Harry on 1050 ESPN.
1067, nothing here. Nothing. 1130 is Bloomberg.
Company that specializes in three-dimensional printed plastics and numerous
Bloomberg
others.
Radio.
Meanwhile, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is leading a delegation
WBDR.
to Ukraine today. He wants to reassure President Volodymyr Zelensky that more U.S. aid is coming. The U.S. is back on the moon. Houston-based Intuitive Machines partners
Yeah,
with
they
NASA
landed on the
in sending
moon.
the lunar lander
Whoop-de-doo.
creators along the moon's
Whoop-de-doo.
south pole. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson.
Today, for the first time in
And we
more
still
than
got no
a half
video of it
century,
yet.
the U.S. has returned to the moon. Today, for the first time in the history of humanity, a commercial company, an American company, launched and led the voyage up there.
NASA's Bill Nelson, as it is the first of many missions NASA has sent to explore the area which is suspected.
Yeah, about time. 1140, nothing. 1150, nothing. 1160 will be relevant radio, but I can barely hear it.
Indeed. You're a good example of that, Alice. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
That's relevant radio.
Adele now in Orlando. Good morning, Adele.
WVNJ,
Warm, windy day here. I hope you can hear me.
Oakland, New Jersey.
Yeah. Welcome aboard.
Excellent. Thank you. You mentioned there are a few things now that I wanted to mention if I could. I'm on a walk here.
Right.
That I grew up.
1170, nothing right now. It's too early. 1180. 1190. I want to get copyright. That's WLIB. It's gospel music. Okay, so WLIB, Lyndhurst, New Jersey, and the next one is gonna be Waddle. 1280. I'm gonna move fast. I used to get WFAS, but I'm not gonna get it now. But maybe if I had an outdoor antenna, I could probably pick up WFAS. Because that is Oh, I do got it.
But he does have things that they don't want to say. And oh, by the way, since when is giving intelligence a lie? I mean, it may or may not be true,
only.
but you know, it isn't something that you arrest somebody for unless you have some.
So 1230 is HD radio? Wow, I'm looking at it on the screen here. WFAS 1230 HD. White Plains, which is not far. It's right there, White Plains. Greenberg, HD radio, digital only. So that's supposed to be digital only. Or HD, excuse me.
And earlier today, I compared it to a reporter being only as good as their sources. Now, the FBI, they have Smirnoff as a source, but Smirnoff has
that's weird.
The people that he talks to as sources, and his information only as good as his sources. Prison for decades. I gotta say, Larry, if Smirnoff dies in prison, which wouldn't come as a complete surprise.
Come on. Yeah, it's trying to lock in. That's HD.
And that's why they had
AMHD left it right there.
Risk, even though they took his passports. If he dies in prison like a
lot of only, WFAS
going to have to impose sanctions on us.
Yeah, so that's
HD.
HD.
Guys like Jeffrey
on AM.
For New York, AM Digital 1230, WFAS, White Plains, a Cumulus radio station.
So it's still that's the only AM station right now. But that is the only AM station right now that's HD. Okay, medium wave. You see, he's trying to lock. See how he's like trying to
anoint kings in America.
He's coming in and out.
We have elections, and after 2 states,
and it sounds clear.
Wow. The nominee.
You don't hear no hissing, no nothing.
President Trump in the polls. She's helping voters who are not Republican.
Wow, that's cool.
And independents to vote in the Republican primary. That is a sign of desperation.
So
that's interesting, though. Heck, I'm looking at it here on the screen. It says that's a digital only.
Rally tonight in South Carolina. Last night he told the religious broadcasters event in Nashville.
And that's the only one on the AM dial that's HD. Let me see. Let me go look at it.
His lawyers have filed a new attempt
to
one of his 4 criminal cases. The one in Florida related to classified documents, again claiming he has presidential immunity. The U.S. is imposing more than 500 sanctions on.
See if I can.
Russia's defense industrial base and its network of backdoor entities that it has used to evade sanctions.
Fox's Jackie Heinrich reports from the White House.
He's cutting off.
Sanctioning central banks and capping oil prices, but it hasn't been very effective. China, India, and Brazil have bought cheap Russian oil in record amounts, and Russia's used that money.
Let me try it over here again. That is
anniversary of the Russian-Ukraine invasion.
Let me see. Trying to get
Russian
that thing
prison
locked
last
in.
week. His mother now says she's been given an ultimatum. Agreed today to a secret funeral with no public tributes, or they'll bury the Putin critic's body at the penal colony where Navalny died. Drama in Britain. An unexploded bomb from World War II is getting a military convoy.
Man, I'm trying to block that thing because I'm only using this antenna. That's all I have. I have this. You know. Now, of course, when I hook that up outside to, hook up to an outdoor loop, it's gonna lock in.
Every Monday, I'm going to talk to people I trust in politics as they tell me what they're seeing and thinking in the 2024 election cycle. The Republican presidential primary is heating up, and candidates are zero.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, senior writer Noah Ross.
The next one is going to be
examine campaign strategies ahead of the South Carolina primary. Available now on FoxNewsPodcast.com.
Interesting people are talking to Will King.
So right now it's the animals on the 1250 Plaza Oldies, WMCR.
Okay, there you go. WMTR out of Morristown, New Jersey. That's oldies. Okay, WMTR. Okay.
La importancia de la frontera, pero es verdad que la gente que
so
tiene
that's
mucho
Wado,
tiempo en este país, que ha
W-A-D-O.
vivido aquí 10, 15, 20, 25 años,
Wado.
quisiera, y estoy de acuerdo con ellos,
Wado
100%,
Noticias.
que venga algo para ellos, que venga por lo menos un permiso de trabajo. Y eso beneficiaría a todos, incluyendo, por supuesto, la economía del país. Pero bueno, tenemos igual noticias, vamos a hablar en unos minutos.
Let's see if I get 1310.
Comencemos primero con el número telefónico de la firma Human Mother.
Yes, 1330. 1330.
Traemos al Vaticano, la Capilla Sistina, donde se lían los papas, las catacumbas, lugar donde se escondían los cristianos por la persecución.
So that's WWRV. Radio Visión Cristiana.
Pablo escribió una gran parte de sus cartas, incluyendo la carta a los romanos. Grecia, llegaremos a Atenas, su capital. Visitaremos el Areópago, donde el apóstol Pablo les habló a los atenienses acerca del Dios no conocido. En Filipo recordaremos cuando...
WKDM, that's a Korean.
乔治华盛顿大桥双方向是畅通的，林肯
隧道
双方向在进出口的位置上呢，
有一
点点的是否是定。那今天是2024年的2月23号星期五，今天纽约的换边停车条例照常执行，计价器照常收费。以上天气交通由陈涛为您带来，感谢您的收听。
位于杯赛的韩国社区中心由2001年开始提供青年服务计划，为6年内进入美国亚裔青少年提供服务社区的暑期计划。
通过这个计划，美国亚裔高中生和大学生会安排到各种社区组织或纽约市当地民选官员的办公室实习。
暑期实习由7月1日至8月16日现正接受报名，截止日期5月10日。
You go to confession, you're sacramentally absolved.
1430, that is, what is it? Relevant Radio, WNSW. Out of Clifton, New Jersey.
Maybe you got pregnant out of wedlock. Maybe you contracted an STD. Those things don't go away. And yes, Jesus did pay fully the price for your sins on the cross, but these are consequences of sin in the temporal order. These are the effects of sin. And maybe when you think of it that way, you can see that there's no contradiction in saying that Jesus paid the full price for my sin, because he did, if you're truly sorry. But these effects don't go away. Those are not removed by the Lord's death on the cross.
DX, daytime DX. I know it's 1450. Yeah. I'm trying to think of something.
幫到啦！佢哋免費幫助消失嘅老人家設立收入信託 Push Trust 就可以合法申請老人中心同長期護理。
WZRC Richfield Park, New Jersey. Korean. Another Korean station. Let me see at 1530. Where's that WFED? At night, right now. The belly, that one comes in a little bit. That's out of Long Island. That's a religious station. WJDM. And then the next one will be Family Radio. Yeah, that's Spanish. That's religious. What's this one? 260. Yeah, how much is that coming in? Family Radio, wow. Oh, okay. 1600 is going to be the Black Information Network.
Fair Fight promotes fair elections around the country by encouraging voter participation, providing election education, and voter suppression outreach. To learn more, log on to fairfight.com. That is Fair Fight.
WWRL. Sea Caucus, New Jersey.
A production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartMedia. There were not a lot of images of me, of black women, and I got messages, both directly and indirectly, that because of my.
All right, Felicia. Sorry. All right. Well. Okay.
머리카락이 나왔듯이 머리카락에 까만 색깔로 나오나요?
아, 머리카락이 이제 나오는 게 색깔이 어떻게 나오는지
이거는 제가 굉장히
1660.
어려운데요.
Yeah, K Radio. WWRU. Out of New Jersey. That is Korean. Another Korean station.
실제로 저희 손님이 사용하시고 나서 한 3개월 정도 사용하고 나서 머리카락이 많이 났다고 사진을 보내주신 분이 이분이 머리가
we almost at the top of the dial now.
근데 새롭게 머리가 나온 거를 또 검게 나왔다고 너무 신기해하시면서 그렇게 사진을 보내주신 분들도 계세요. 그래서 저희가 그 사진 받고 굉장히 저희도 당황해서
So normally it's supposed to be, I'm listed as only a bunch of highway advisory channels. I'm not going to get any of them. I'll be shocked if I pick up any of them.
흰머리가 나올 겁니다. 말씀을 드리는 게
WRCR, Ramapo, Rockland County, WRCR. And then 1710. And 1710. It should be WQFG out of Jersey City, but I haven't heard that in a while. There's also NOAA weather. Actually, WQFG is a NOAA. Also, they do NOAA. And that's it for that. So that's the AM dial, medium wave dial. So I'm gonna put it on FM. Let me go down to the bottom of the dial though. FM. Let's try FM. Okay. So 87.5. I'm gonna try 80. I'm gonna start going up at FM. FM. I'm not very familiar with a lot of FM, so bear with me on that. But I'm gonna go, and that's not music, so I'm gonna go as fast as I can. Let me have it lined up here with the world. I'm using World Radio Map. And of course, you got a bunch of HD stations here. So let me go all the way to the. So the first station I should run into is 87.9. Let's see. So 87.5. Let me move this out the way because now we're using this hooked up the TV antenna up on the roof. I gotta get copyright, but WBGO 88.3. All right, that's WBGO 88.3. It's supposed to be HD. Right now, it's not lighting up. They have a sub channel. Right now, no, 88.4.
The international marketplace. That, of course, would be put pain on Russia. That would be
88.5 is
so it's a challenge of how do you continue.
That's Connecticut.
Especially when the Russians now are going up to 28% of their budget.
Connecticut Public Radio.
Military, 6% of their GDP. They are really redoubling their efforts in terms.
Well, that's a little DX right there. It's not listed here locally.
Russia vis-a-vis Ukraine and Navalny. It's been nearly 2 years since Russia's full-scale invasion, as we know. The U.S. has provided.
So this TV antenna is not bad. It's pretty good.
In military support to Ukraine since that war began. There's this new package of aid to Ukraine that's stalled in Congress. The Senate passed a foreign aid package that includes $61 billion.
Hofstra. That could be Hofstra or Rutgers. All right, let me lower that down. That's WFDU. That's HD. HD. WFDU. Fairleigh Dickinson University. There's 3 sub-channels. Right now I get this thing on my null pointer. It's kind of messing up the display. I don't know why that happens. Because this tuner is pretty old. This is their first HD tuner, so it's old. So I'm not getting like the, I'm just getting that null pointer looking thing. It's kind of annoying. That's the other sub channel. I'm not getting display. I just get an HD. I don't get the text. So that's the 2 sub channels. 89.2. What is that? Let me see. I'm going back and forth. That's not listed here. So that could be a DX. Maybe DX. I have to check that one out because it's not listed there. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute, it's going back here. All right, so wait a minute. Okay, so that's part of WFDU. Okay, that explains that. All right. All right. WKCR. All right. WKCR. And this is HD. But no HD there. Okay, that's the Spain. It says HD, but it's not. So that's WFUV, Fordham University. Fordham University. You can see the display there. I don't want to keep it up to it. I don't want to get too many copyright notices. I'm gonna have to mute a few of them once the replay is on. That is let me scroll down here. That is why 90.7. Okay, so you have that one. There's another sub channel after that. The WFUV, Fordham University. All right. That's a sub channel, I guess. Okay, next. Not familiar with that one. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, WNY. Okay, WNYE. It's kind of crappy right now. So that's WNYE.
Against Russia. And Harry Potter.
Let's see. There's that linking sometimes. I thought this receiver is old. Sometimes it does the linking and it just says it can't. But it is an HD station. See, channel no longer available. Anyway, that's 1010 wins on FM. Yeah, and there's supposed to be two other sub channels underneath that. But anyway. Uh, 93.1. Yeah, WPAT. Okay, that's all. Copyright. Yeah, WPAT. More 93.1. Okay, that's out of Manhattan. Okay, Empire State Building. All right. 93.5. What's the next? That's Spanish. Okay, let's try to lock in. Let's see if it locks in. WNVU. Another Spanish. Okay, that's in the Bronx. Okay, that's the Bronx, Norwood. Okay, so that will be I know where that at. Norwood. That's by the hospital. Modified Hospital. This is I seen the radio tower. It's a radio tower on top of the building. That's right there in the Bronx. There's a lock in. It's trying to lock in. You see? So it's very low power. It's trying to lock in. So that is Vida Una, and HD2 is Way FM. Let me play it. Yeah. Let's see. Linking. I don't know. I don't know if I can get any FM pirates right now. Okay, yes, this thing is what is that? 93.9 is what? What is that? Yeah, WNYC, okay. And then it has WQXR, HD2, and then okay. And then so 94.3. Let me see if I can get that one. That one's gonna be a little long. Let me see. Ashbury Park, New Jersey. That's a little.
Log on to www.anchorinword.com. There you'll find helpful tools that you can use this next time you dial in. Again, our web address is anchorinword.com. Social media is such a big part of our lives these days.
94.3.
Facebook page and become a Facebook friend.
Ashbury Park, New Jersey. Okay, so that's not bad. Or
you can always give us a call. Our phone number here at Anchored in the Word is 732-544-2225.
RDS.
732-544-2225.
Trying to lock in RDS.
Don't forget to place a marker in your Bibles and join us again as Pastor Bill continues through the book of Revelation.
Trying to get the ID on that. KW what? Let's see. Trying to get me an ID. I have no idea what that is. I'm trying to see what it is. Okay, I think it's I think it is. It's on. All right. Yeah.
New York, New Jersey, and
okay, so that's Ashbury.
In New York City,
the bridge,
and northern Monmouth counties.
Okay, that's the point.
On your mobile device when you download the Bridge Radio app. Thanks so much for your support, which makes Anchored in the Word with Bill Beckelman possible every day.
All right, I thought I had a little
Ministry of the Bridge. Just go to our website, bridgeradio.org.
Okay.
I'm Steve Odell. Good morning. So hey, if you have a prayer request,
so that's W2. Okay, so it's mixing.
We're living in difficult times, and so.
All right. So that's not the okay. The bridge. Okay. I thought that was the point from Ashbury Park, New Jersey, but no, okay, good. Mix it in there. Kind of a little off on the frequency there. So the bridge is actually 95.1. And the call sign is W236CH. The bridge. 95.1. Wait a minute now. All right. That's 95. Okay, now it's yeah, that's weird. I have no idea what this is. 94 point. Let me see. Oh, the pirate, the religious station. I haven't heard that religious station. There's 1710 is a religious station. But I have not heard that in many years. I don't even know if they're on anymore. I still see the listings on all these places, but I never heard that one. And then one time on 1710, I heard like a British accent, but I couldn't make out what it was. It was so low. I don't like on FM. I don't really too much on FM, but I remember. I know on AM. I remember that radio station, but on FM, I don't know. I'm sure there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them. That's why I'm doing the FM stuff now. I'm trying to get into FM. I'm trying to be like you guys, FMDXs, man. You guys pick up all this good stuff. So I'm trying to get my FM gear. I'm trying to get my FM gear.
New York City. Here's the deal, though. You don't only have to listen to us in the car or on the radio on your desk at work. You can stream us on the app, Odyssey app. Download it. Tell your friends about it. Spread the word. Tell your cousin that moved to North Carolina. Tell your side piece that lives in Atlanta to listen up the.
It's a side piece.
So right there, it's 94.
So that's WPLJ. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna hook it up soon when the weather gets nicer and I can go up on the roof. I'm gonna hook it up. I'm gonna hook it up permanent. I'm gonna have it over here, like toward the front of the house. I have a J pole already up there. Then I have one of my TV antennas now. I'm gonna take those down. I'm gonna put that antenna, and temporarily I'm gonna put the. Let me show you. I showed you yesterday, but I'll show you. Hopefully I don't mess up the angle on this one. Yeah. So the halo antenna is where did I put it at? How did I put the halo? Oh, it's right there. It's back there. It's right there. So that one is gonna go up. And then the TV antenna, I'm gonna temporarily use this one. Because I'm taking all the other ones down. I'm just temporarily gonna use this one. And then once I buy the one that I want to buy, I have to get money for that. Then I'll take this one down and I'll put that one up. Because I have a whole bunch of omnidirectional antennas up there, but they've been up there for a while, and I'm gonna, I may keep a couple of them up there, but I'm gonna bring them down. I want to clean them up and all that. They've been up there a few years. I want to try something different. And let's see. See, now the display is not, that's too bright to display. See, the display is a problem. The display is so bright. Yeah, I know. I'm looking into that too. Because I really need to invest in a good antenna for television. Okay, right there you can see the display better. Let me see. Let me check the screen. Okay, so you can see the display button now. Okay. But depending on the angle, this thing is too bright. And there's no way to fix that. So that's WPLJ is trying to lock in. So yeah, so get the Omni antenna installed. Yeah, so I'm gonna do it in the next few weeks. Right now it was the snow is melting out there. But I want to wait till a string of nice days in a row. Then I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna take down. Yeah, I'm gonna rearrange stuff up there, but I want to wait till the weather's more consistent, nice, and then I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna dedicate that antenna, the loop, the only antenna, to that receiver, because I have a splitter right here. I already hooked up my splitter. I have a splitter right there. So I'm gonna have one going here. And I'm going to have the second one. Maybe I'm going to try the analog. I want to test that one out. I'm going to try these two. Because the tune on this one is not that good. It's not the best. Although, we'll see. But I'm definitely going to have, I'm going to have one here, and then the other one's going to go there. Or when I bring down the Denon tune, I have a Denon. Oops, sorry. I have to put in the angle where. Okay, what's going on with the? Oh my God, bro! The display is so bright. Let me see now. Let's see if I can see the display. I need to walk a bit. Okay, you can see the display. Okay. All right, so it's trying to lock in. You see? Okay, so that was WPLJ. Next one is going to be 96.3. Let's try to lock in. All right. 96.3. And hello, Tasso, and hello, MDK2. I hope you're doing well. 96.3. And let me scroll down here. I'm just doing a little FM band scan, daytime scan. I wanted to see. So that has 4 sub-channels, 96.3. But I'm not getting the HD thing, so.
Eso no significa que no se puede gozar.
No. Let's see what we get now. This thing is slow when it does that linking thing. And it's going to say it's not going to be able to say channel no longer available. Yeah. I can't wait to look up that. Yeah, I can't wait to hook up that Halo antenna up there. You know? And hello, Davis Radio Room. I hope you're doing well. So right now, that is what? 97.9. That's La Mega. Okay, La Mega. So, yeah, no HD. Let me try it. Next one is going to be 98.3, right? 98.3. Let's see what we get on 98.3. Yeah, not much. Really hear it. Oh.
Well, I think it's incredibly obvious that you can see a player in undergarments, or in some cases worse than their undergarments. Things have gone wrong. You can go online and see things.
Yeah, okay, that's ESPN Radio. WEPN on FM.
that you don't want to see. Yeah, you don't want to go to an MLB game and show up, think you showed up at Moulin Rouge or something. Correct. There are many points. Some of these dance moves are no less revealing than the bucks that were dancing on that stage at Moulin Rouge over the weekend. I'm going to read you real quick.
Let me see if this one is a DX. 99.1 usually is, I picked it up the other day, but I can't. Let me see. Oh, I'm getting it. I can pick it up. Okay. I can pick up 99.1. Okay. Let me see. I don't know if that's the same. Let me see. That should be that one. WAWZ Star 99 out of Bridgewater, New Jersey. Now let me see what's the distance on that one. I have FM full open too. I'm trying to see the distance on that one. If I remember the distance, what is the distance on that one? 99.1. I have to look it up over here. No, that's not that one. Oh, that could be another 99. What is it? 99. Oh my God. So it's 41 miles. 41.7 miles. Not bad. That's even a touch, not bad. The Halo would be better. That's 41 miles. Almost 42 miles. That's not bad. Not bad. Yeah, that's not bad, bro. That's not bad at all. Wowzers. Yeah, okay. Close this ad. Okay, and the next one is going to be WBAI 99.5, I believe. That's what it is, guys.
And if you would like to call in, the call-in line is 212-209-2887. 212
WBAI
209-887. Don't hesitate to call. You can call every week if you want.
That's all about to eat pizza. Okay. Yeah, I'm testing out this USB extension. It's a 50-foot extension. Hooked up to the webcam back there. All right. No. Copyright. Am I linking kind of slow on this thing sometimes? So, and it's just gonna say, not gonna see. All right. All right, let me go with that now. WHUD Hudson. WHUD RDS 100.7. 100.7 peak skill. Okay, that's peak skill. Okay. Peak skill, which is, what is it at? 100.7. 100.7. So it's 28.9 miles. I mean, 28.4 miles. All right. Because a TV4, everything here is 2-edge. Because I have a couple of ridges, so everything is 2-edge. There's no line of sight here. So I'm looking at FM full. That's not bad. All right.
much more than that. It's your I just need a reason to get out of the house. Your car is there for everything. And for everything car, there's Kelly Blue Book. Need a new set of wheels? Price it on Kelly Blue Book. Problem under the hood? Fix it with Kelly Blue Book. Can another car do the job better? Trade it or sell it on Kelly Blue Book. We're here mile after mile, moment after moment. Price it, fix it, trade it, sell it.
WCBS.
Visit kellybluebook.com to get the journey started.
Thank you, Tassel.
Occasional showers, high of 48. Weather brought to you by Robert Half.
9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring today.
North America Parts that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets,
CBS Sports Radio,
HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by American Eagle,
so let me read some. David's Radio Room. I remember listening to WBAI in the late 1960s. Oh, cool. Matt NDK2. I know conditions are good here when a station called KCME, which I like to call letters since CME, coronal mass ejection. Makes it here on 88.7 from Manitou Springs, about 60 miles south. Yeah. I'm going to find out when I go up the dial. If I can pick up the Poughkeepsie station. Because that one is about 50 miles. So, of course, WFAN. I'm just testing out my setup, you know, my new FM setup here.
Been waiting for right now. Pete, producer, is walking in.
So that's CBS Radio and then the bet. Anyway, all right, next one.
Also, I do Hebrews for a long time before I even tuned into the company.
Let's see what that is.
When I first started reading the Bible, I think from the queue from what other people would say.
Okay, the mission. So W272DX, the mission. Okay. So that is Clifton, New Jersey. Okay. All right.
The rock solid love of Christ. God loved the world how much that he gave us his
Grab your tickets now. It's new at 27.
Okay. Was that WNEW? Yeah, WNEW. Okay. Next one is going to be 103.1. Fort Lee. But that one, I don't know if everybody might be able to pick it up because that one is kind of great out. I don't know.
That seals the vow, you see. It's a solemn thing, actually. It seals the marriage.
103.1 is...
Now. He not only gives us deliverance, but freedom. These call
letters bug me out, right? W276AQ. The Bridge. Out of Fort Lee, New Jersey.
Sacrifice unto you. Therefore, not only freedom, but a dedication. And not only that,
because low power.
Into a personal
no, that's the I'm still got the television antenna up there.
Our Savior.
So, you know, I haven't set up the FM one yet.
And let me say to you, are you a child of God? Then my
but it does a good job. That TV antennas.
Not to lay hold of this grace. You want to. We saw back in Ephesians, he's rich in mercy. And he is
no. They're on the roof.
Grace over riches of
not the one on the window, the one that's on the roof.
Riches of his glory. And he wants to share those with you.
I have 4 antennas on the roof. Oh, sorry. I have 4 antennas on the roof. They've been there for a few years. They all using a combiner. But the problem is that they're all omnidirectional antennas. They're not really good antennas. Except actually 2 of them they're supposed to be good. But since I live in Yonkers here, there's a lot of hills. They're not going to be good for that. So I'm going to take them down. I'm going to get a Yagi, more directional antenna. And it has to be pretty big, though, because I need some gain. And just point it into New York City. And that's it. Right now I have a mess up there. I call it an array. So there's 4 antennas to a combiner. And they're all pointing in kind of different directions. But it's not working. And television doesn't work well. On FM, it seems to do a better job, but I want to take them down. Because I want to put this one up there. Let me just take it out of here. So eventually I'm going to put this one. So this one is going to go up there for FM only. And then those TV ones, I'm going to take them down. I'm temporarily going to put that TV one over here until I buy a better TV antenna. Because I don't want to I have a mess up there. I want to have one TV antenna pointing to, and eventually that one I may get a rotor for the TV antenna. But I want to get a good directional antenna for television. Because omnidirectional is not going to work here in Yonkers. I have too many hills. There's too many hills. And, I think if I get a good directional antenna like the Televis, but that antenna is not cheap. It's $170. It's not cheap. But I think if I get the Televis and I point it into New York City, I'll get most of the stations from there. And then in the back end, I'll still get a few. And because that one is the one that Tyler really likes, the Televis. But it's not cheap. So I got to, wait the 2 and I pick up some of them. Okay, so we up to 103.1.
Wonderful picture this is.
It's very sensitive receiver. The other thing is this whole display thing. Now, this is pretty old. This is HDT1. Oh, KTU. See, it's trying to come in now. So that's WKTU. Yeah, it's trying to lock in. So WKTU. Yeah, I'm doing FM. I did an AM band scan earlier. On WKTU, and it has how many sub-channels? 3 sub-channels.
That this was but an actual plant that she brought.
There is the sentence, and there were no such effects both until then.
Okay, so since thousands of years, this hasn't existed in this land for sure.
For 1,500 years it was not here, yeah.
And now it is here.
There is a general understanding between researchers that this is the
WVBN VCY America. Okay, that's coming from the Bronx. That's coming from the Bronx.
He gave his improvement to bless on my bonus bill. It means a lot.
Christians believe that Jesus.
That's coming from the Bronx. that's Q104. Q104. Yeah. Okay. WAXQ Q104. Okay. And HD2 is WOR News Talk. Okay. It's trying to lock in there, but next one is 104.7. I think that's Russian. Russian, as an ethnic station. It's trying to display it HD. That antenna's having a hard time trying to display it, but lock in there. But all right.
Comedy Central. A low rent job.
All right. RDS, WSPK, and WSPK. Okay, hold on. 104.7. 104.7. That's interesting. I'm getting something else here. I guess they changed format or something. But that's not Freedom FM. All right, let's see. WSPK. That's gonna be over here. I saw it on the 104. It's this one. Let me see on this one. Yeah, top 40. 104.7. That's what we're 104.7. 104.7. What is that? 104.7. No, 104.7. Yeah, so that's 38.8 miles away. Almost 40 miles away. WSPK. Okay, that's why I'm not seeing it on the WSPK. FM. Let's see. Yeah. Poughkeepsie. Oh, that's Poughkeepsie. Oh, wow. It picked up. Wow, that's Poughkeepsie. That's a little. That's up there. Hey, RDS to Poughkeepsie. Wow. All right, that's 40 miles. That's not bad with the hills and all that. Nice. That's a good one. Nice. Yeah. All righty. All right.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Right there.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and you know we got your Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, France Montana is going to be joining us today. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Happy Friday.
Gotta do it for the ladies. I gotta keep it hood. Where we at, Paul?
All right, WWPR. Yeah, okay. WWPR. Okay, next. Okay. .9. That's a classical. Okay. WQXR. Okay. Classical. There goes the copyright. That's classical. That's a classical station. Oh, this is Light FM. Okay. WLTW Light FM, and the next one is gonna be maybe some DX after this. So I'm almost at the top of the dial. Let's go to let me go down. WXPK. Yeah, classical station. So that is the peak, Barcliff Manor. So okay, it's kind of a low power station. So that's a low power station, not far. So yeah, I got the HD RDS. So I got RDS on that one because it's grayed out over here on World Radio Map. So that means sometimes I can get it, sometimes I can't. But I'm getting it right now, so that's good. And then there's another one in Long Branch, New Jersey. But that's a long way, Long Branch, New Jersey. But right now it's WXPK because I saw the ID. So that's Barcliff Man. Okay, so next one is going to be BLS, and then I think that'll be it. I'm getting two station IDs. I got 2 station IDs. Wait a minute. It keeps changing station IDs. Right now it's this one, the Barclay, but sometimes I change it to another call sign.
WXPK, Briarcliff Manor, White Plains.
Online and worldwide.
At 1071thepeak.com.
All right. Heard the ID there. But that's BLS. WBLS. And that's it. That's it for that. That's a wrap. That's a wrap for that. All right. Let me move this. Let me see what else. Oh, it's because the tape deck. Yeah, but I can't play music right now. I don't want to play. All right, let me move this camera over without hopefully disconnecting that one wire. So I'm using a 50-foot extension, USB extension. Oh, tripped over my seat. And yeah. Something I'm putting over here. Yeah, so that's just a 50-foot extension. I'm using a USB extension, USB 2.0. So I'm testing it out. I was looking through all my junk, and I found the cable. I bought this cable a few years ago, and finally I got use out of it. All right. I'll be right back. Let me go check something upstairs out here. Be right back. Yeah, my son enjoying his day off before he goes back to school on Monday. But he was up all night and he finally fell asleep. Yeah, so this USB extension is good. It's working well. I can move the camera all around and I don't have to. I'm not restricted now. It's 50 feet. USB extension. It's USB 2.0, which is fine because the camera is also USB 2.0 anyway. So it's working well. He is. He's a night owl like me. I'm a night owl too. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I was so tired last night because we went after the live stream. We went shopping. So after the live stream, as soon as I was done, we went shopping for a couple of hours, and then we came back. Then I ate some dinner, and I went back to sleep. And he was up the whole. Yeah, he's a night owl. He's a night owl. You know, a lot of. I was always a night owl as a kid. I was always introverted people are very we're thinkers. We're deep thinkers and all that. So we tend to stay up a lot. And like almost an insomniac type thing. But yeah, he's definitely a chip of this block. Not his mom, she sleeps like crazy. Me, I stay up all night if I can. I finally, like right now, I like I said, I've been up since 4 o'clock. So tonight, I'm not gonna stay up too late. I'll probably be by 10 o'clock. I'm out tonight until I kind of regulate the sleep a little bit. With him, we're gonna have to keep him up all day today. I mean, not today, tomorrow, and regulate sleep before he goes back to school. But his school, he has stayed up all night and went to school. And then as soon as he came home from school, he was sleepy. Because I know that's kind of, but because she tried to do that. Oh, we're gonna make you go to bed at 10 o'clock, and he won't sleep. He'll be laying in bed like that, looking at the ceiling, and I feel bad for him. I'm like, okay, so I need to go, because when I went up there at 4 o'clock, and he was laying down, just looking at the phone, and she's sleeping next to him, and I'm like, I felt bad. I said, Sanjay, go play, go, it's okay. You don't have school till Monday anyway. So yeah, I'm kind of guilty. Sometimes I spoil him a little bit, but that's my boy, that's my son. I tried that. I tried. No, you're going to bed at this time. He won't sleep. That's the way he is. That's just the way he is. Because I was the same way. I was the same exact way. I'm a night owl. And I think it's that. I think when you're introverted and he reads a lot, he was on the computer, he's trying to, he watches videos, he's always trying to learn. He's always learning stuff and watching videos and all that. He's like me. I'm always, my mind is always racing and I'm trying to figure out solutions and all this. All this stuff is going to my head like 100 miles an hour. Right now, I don't drink coffee. I'm up. I'm wired. I've been up all morning since 4 o'clock this morning. I don't need coffee. Once I get a good amount of sleep, I'm wired. That's it. Hello, James Farley. I hope you're doing well. So, I say I picked up over here a little bit more. As you can see it now, there's less clutter all the way out here. I put some of it in the closet. And I found that USB extension. I said, I'm going to hook it up and I'm going to do a live stream. No, I'm a night owl. I've been a night owl forever. Yeah, ever since I was a kid, little boy, like same age. I would sit down. I would stay up late watching Yankee baseball. My mother would tell me, you got to go to school tomorrow. I'm like, Mom, I'm watching the Yankees. Especially when they play on the West Coast. Those games used to end at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Let me read all this stuff. So, Mary Dear said, yeah, I remember now as a kid, I had trouble sleeping when I was supposed to. Same here. I always had trouble sleeping. That's why I turned to radio. Because of that. And I remember when I lived in Puerto Rico for about 2 years, and my mother bought me a transistor radio, an AM transistor radio, and I couldn't sleep. So I would tune the radio, and I would leave. I would have it on low because I don't want to wake up my brother next to me. Because me and my brother had the same music. We shared the same room. my brother Harry. So I was, I would put it on a English speaking station. There was a station I used to listen to in the Virgin Islands. They were speaking English speaking station. I would stay up, and I got hooked on radio. That's how I got hooked on radio, because I would stay up late. And it was like a whole new world for me. Because when I would go to school, I didn't play with anybody in school. Puerto Rico, you understand, when I went to Puerto Rico, my Spanish wasn't that good. And, these kids, they all know each other. They all speak Spanish and all that. And I felt kind of like, I'm the new kid in the school. I felt that kind of, I was alone in there. I didn't play with anybody. I didn't have too many friends. I didn't really have a friend. I didn't have any friends. So during recess, I would just stand out there and watch them play, and I would just, sit there and I would think. I'm thinking about other stuff. And, the same thing my son did, the same thing the teacher, why your son doesn't like to play with other kids? I said, no, because he's introverted. He's an introverted kid. He doesn't need, like me, I'm introverted. Yeah, I know I do live stream and all that. But after all this live stream, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted after all this. I tend to be by myself a lot. I used to draw a lot too. I used to do a lot of drawing. So my escape was I used to draw. I used to take my drawing tablet, and I would draw pictures. I would draw, I had artwork I wanted to show you guys. Where is it at? This is a long time ago. I found this the other day. Where is it at? Where did I put it at now? I think it's in the other room. Because I found this. My son was looking at graffiti. My son was looking online on graffiti pictures. So I was like, I told him, I used to write graffiti. So I have this. This is old. This is from the late 80s. I mean, not the late 80s. The early 80s. I have stuff here going back to 84. When I was going to Art and Design High School. So there's some... So as you can see, my graffiti. Dan the One. That got all my links page. allmylinkspage.com/Dan the One. That was my graffiti name. So this is something I have left. So let me see. I have a couple of art. Yeah, I have a couple of. And hello, Keegan DX. I hope you're doing well. 56 degrees in Northwest Arkansas. So I'm gonna put this out. I'm trying to put this over here where I don't. I'm gonna put that paper right there. So I used to write graffiti. 1984. I was like, man, this is 1984. Look at my graffiti. You see, 1984. 84. Fresh. I remember that. So I had some other, so I was showing my son all of that. My graffiti. What? Paper fell on the floor. Of course, I drew this a long time ago. It said, don't do it. And it's supposed to be a finger with a razor blade. You know what that is, right? What that looks like. 1984. Because, Grandmaster Flash made a song about cocaine. So don't do it. So that was my message. like a public service announcement type thing. So he's trying to cut up the lines of cocaine. And so I wrote, don't do it. White lines, there you go. So you know, white lines. Grandmaster Flash. So I started thinking about it. I used to listen to that song a lot. So I drew the, like a promo. Danny Dan, the one, 1984. He's old school. I should, I know, creative, right? I was a good artist, I'm telling you. I've got this Eagle, I never got to finish it. I didn't finish this one. This was in 1990, I think. I saw, see, one says 90. I think my 90, Danny 90. So this is like 90. So it's just marker and a black pen. You can see it up close. Let's see what else. I think everything else is on the other side. Yeah. I think everything else is on this side. Let me fix this book. So there's some stuff on the other side. All right, I think it's this side I have to open up. All right. I'm trying to not mess this up here without ruining this thing. Let's see. I remember drawing Dick Tracy. This is like 1990. So of course I use markers and color pencils. So marker for the black and then color pencil because I didn't have Dick Tracy. Yeah. You know when the movie came out, remember Madonna was in that movie? Warren Beatty. So there you go, Dick Tracy. Of course, Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson. Ay caramba. There's another one around here somewhere. And this is the other one. And Dick Tracy again with the phone, the smartwatch, whatever. I'm on my way. So yeah, markers, color pencil. Take your time, forever. And of course, marker for the black. And I think that's it. Yeah. So this is basically what I have left. So when I was showing him the graffiti, I was like, all right. Pick up these papers and put up right here. Whoa. I was very good. I was You know. So that's what I did. I didn't when other kids had recess, or especially in the class when they couldn't go outside, I would just draw. I was always drawing, and eventually I went to art high school. It was a very competitive. I made it. I got accepted to art and design high school, which is very competitive. Yeah, I haven't drawn much in a long time. I think I need to get back into the hobby of drawing. Now that I got into radio, I need to get back into drawing or art. I was very good at drawing. I'm very good at sculpting with like clay, things like that. I'm very good. I'm not gonna, I have an eye for the arts. That's why I picked the Guggenheim. One of my icons is the Guggenheim. Because I've been to the Guggenheim quite a few times. Guggenheim Museum, that's an art museum. The Guggenheim Museum. There's a bunch of art museums in New York City. A whole bunch of them. Have I would have stuck, have I wouldn't hang out with the wrong people and all that? I could have probably wound up going to Cooper Union College, which is a very prestigious art college. I could have got accepted to Cooper Union. I think I would have. And Cooper Union, everything is is a free ride. You don't pay for anything. If you get a scholarship at Cooper Union, that's all. 4 years of college free. Very expensive school. But I was hanging out with the wrong crowd, and I dropped out of school, and then I went in the Air Force. But yeah, I could have easily I could have went that route. I could have been go to art college, Bachelor of Arts in whatever, commercial art, maybe even architecture. Who knows? But I hung out with the wrong crowd, I was writing graffiti in the streets, and I got busted a couple of times. I used to write graffiti on trains and all that. Vandalizing. That time, when you're 15, 16 years old, stupid me. I used to write graffiti. I used to write graffiti and everything. Hello, Ron C. I hope you're doing well. And let me go back up here. Let me read the comments. My voice is a little better today. I think I need a good night's sleep. That's what it was. So let me read. It was all the way we were talking about. Night owl. Okay. So yeah, I remember married. I remember as a kid trouble sleeping when I was supposed to. Yeah, I know. So same here. I think all introverted we're like that. We stay up all night. We're more relaxed in the evening. Like during the day, I'm around kids. I'm around the other classmates. I'm on edge. I don't like to be I didn't like school. I wasn't crazy about school in the beginning. I started liking a little bit. I hated high school. High school I didn't like. I hated high school. But middle school was okay. For me, it was okay. It wasn't the worst. So mind is racing, thinking about problems to solve, things to do. Yeah, exactly. If I could leave this camera on all day and sleep right here, and if it could get me more views or whatever, I would leave it on. I'm at the point where I might as well leave it on all day. Especially when I used to come on every other day, I thought about just leaving it on, pointing it over there, and you can hear me in the background going back and forth. Like the Truman Show or something, like a reality show or something. Because I don't care anymore. I let it play. That's why I don't mind, that's why I know Chicopee asked me earlier, you're not on a Friday. I said, listen, you gotta click the bell icon because I could come on anytime. Especially in the basement, I can come on anytime now. And I stream in the basement anytime. So if you're gonna, you just gotta have the bell icon, and you want to watch, whatever. I could be on at tomorrow. I may not be on, or I may be on tomorrow night, or I may be on in the morning. Whatever, it depends on how I feel. I think that's the best way to stream. Of course, tomorrow I'll try to be on at that time, but like today, I say, I'm just gonna be on today, and that's it. So I'm 2 hours in already. 2 hours in the books, 8 people watching, 11 likes. That's fine, And it's early. It's 12:23 here in the afternoon. Like Mary did, I get to talk to him more. At this time, it's earlier. I get to speak to him. It's not too late for him. Or anybody, mostly Europe, of course. Yeah. James Farley propagations has been really funky lately. Yeah. Tassel, I am an early bird, even if I have nowhere to go. Yeah, I go through one of my streaks like that, but lately, because I'm really trying to pick up here. I'm trying to pick up this room. So, because I have a lot of work to do. I have to pick up this room, then I got to start cleaning that room, and so on. There's always something. But it's getting more organized slowly. It's getting more organized here. And slowly but surely, it's getting organized. Because that's not that drives me crazy. I hate not being organized. So I try to, it drives me nuts. Oh yeah, Tasha, I think you are introverted. You have to be introverted too. If you're watching me here in live stream, or I don't know, maybe I don't know, because I don't know your social circle. I don't know, but I'm just saying, I know I am. Always been that way. When I go to parties, I don't be out there in the middle of the floor dancing. I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna be out there dancing, and that's not me. I'm more of I'll sit in the corner over there. I'll eat whatever, and then I'll sip my little beverage, and I'll just relax. And if somebody's sitting next to me, and if they're interesting enough, I'll have a conversation with them. It depends. If they're not interesting, then no. But if they're interesting enough, then I can strike up conversation. So I think that's what makes me introverted too. I don't like to be the center of attention at a party and all that, and that's not me. Yeah. Especially when you was a kid, yeah. I'm very introverted. At one point, I tried not to be, but I did not like it. So same here. I tried. That's what happened in my teenage years. I tried to fit in. Like, for example, the graffiti. It was me and this other kid. He said, he lived in the same block. He was also a little introverted. But I noticed he was a little out there too, because he wound up doing some other stuff later on in life. Like he really had a drug problem later on. But his parents were really strict on him, so he would try to sneak out. And then with me, I had a little more freedom. My mother would let me stay out certain times, especially once I was in high school, I would stay out later. So we would sneak out and mischief stuff. Smoke a little weed. Sometimes we would cut classes, and we would just walk around. I go into the city, and yeah, it was kind of, I won't say it was fun, but it was weird. Let me skip over here, okay, because you guys saying talk to him on your. So I prefer to stay at home more. I try to, same here. I stay at home. I don't go out anyway. I try not to, I need to go out more for exercise. That's what I need to do. That's why I kind of miss New York City. Because here in Yonkers, there's a lot of hills. So if you want to go for a walk here, it's a lot of hills. It's just a lot of hills. And New York City, there's more to see. I could just walk. I'm from the Bronx. I used to walk all the way to Manhattan. On a a few hours, go walking, and then I would take the subway back to my house. Over here, can't do that. If I walk too far, over here, mass transit is not like that. It's more sporadic. You have to wait longer for the like sporadic. You have to wait like every hour for a bus. Plus, it's a lot slower here, the mass transit, than it is in New York City. In New York City, I could walk all the way to downtown Manhattan, all the way down there, and then I'm tired because I can't walk back, obviously. I would just get on the subway and be home. But over here, I can't do that, It's like, it's just different. That's although living in New York, a challenge to be stress-free sometimes, yeah. And Ron Sear says, howdy, one and all, radios rock. Yeah, radios rock. Yeah, Tasso, a lot of times I have to push myself out of my comfort zone, yeah. White lines. Yeah, that's the one that's how inspired that drawing. Because I would listen to that, I used to listen to all that, I still do. And when I first heard that song, I was like, oh my God, and I heard hear the message. I'm like, because my brothers, unfortunately a couple of my brothers, that was their drug. My brother Alex missing, he was crack cocaine, and my other brother is still, I don't know if I have two other brothers that they still, yeah. So Tassos, I'm very creative, thank you. Keegan Diaz, White Lines, like one of the Cheech and Chong's films. I don't know about Cheech and Chong. I know that Cheech and Chong's more about weed. No, White Lines was a song from Grandmaster Flash. It was hip hop back in the 80s. So that song, is about cocaine. People that are addicted to cocaine. People that sell cocaine. Things like that. So of course, basically, the moral of the story is, I guess the person got high in his own supply and became a junkie. Pound for pound is worth more than gold. Yeah, that's true. A pound of cocaine is worth more than a pound of gold. That is a fact. Pound for pound is worth more than gold. Yep. So that's one of the lyrics. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, married DX. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Okay. Skip. Sorry. And that's no. Okay. Thank you, married DX. There was a game as well. Okay. I'm game for White Lines. I don't know. Thank you, Keegan. Yes, I tried drawing Bart Simpson once in the mid 2000s. Oh, Elmer's here. Elmer is a good Elmer's a good artist too. Elmer. Okay, what happened now? I try to click. Okay, Elmer time is here. Yeah, Elmer's a good artist. Oh yeah, Dick Tracy. Yeah, there's a game. Yeah, there's a bunch of games. There's a game. Yeah, video game. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. Dick Tracy. Yeah, because when I drew those pictures, that was when the movie was out, and with Madonna, the one that can't stop, embarrassing herself on stage now. I see videos of her once in a while. It's embarrassing to watch her now. It's like she needs to retire. Keegan also drew Stewie Griffin from Family Guy once. And Roger from American Dad. Okay, cool. Married to DX. I never liked the school nor college. Yeah. College, it was better. I enjoyed college a little more. What I mean by that is, I was more, by then I was, a lot more mature. So, It was that's where I met my wife. I met her in college. So yeah, Keegan he was homeschool in the 5th grade, and yeah, so I was unable to keep up with the pace. Other options, yeah, I know. You had to go through. You went through that. Yeah. My rated DX is 1723. Yeah. PNDX, I learned more about things I was more interested in, like ham radio and DXing. Yeah, I've been a night owl for years. Yeah, I'm telling you, we all night owls. I think you are introverted too. A lot of people. I think there's a lot more people that are introverted than you know. I mean, I never denied that. I always knew. You know, because even when I used to, even as a teenager, growing up, early teenager, and they would talk about dumb stuff, and I would be like looking at them like, you know, because I remember reading when I would, you know, like the box score. When I would read the newspaper, I would read the box score, and I would see all the scores from every game, and I would look at the stats, like the batting average, all that stuff. And you know, when I would talk about that outside, they look at me like I'm nuts, like I'm a geek. And I'm like, no, you know. And then the same thing happened with the stocks. When I would look at the stock market, because you would read it in the paper, so it would show all the stocks, how they did, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the Nasdaq, the S&P 500. So I would read it. I would look at the Sunday, the paper, not the Sunday paper, every paper, the Wall Street Journal even, and they would look at me like I'm like no, this is a. And I would look at the you know, the prices. Like IBM is up 3 1/4. You know, U.S. Steel is up. You know, what is it? U.S. Steel is up. You know, 3/4 or 75 cents. You know, and they would look at me like, okay, like you're like dorky, like geek. And I know. And then I would look at the standings, like the sports, how many games behind they are first place. I would look. I love statistics. I got hooked on statistics. Statistician. I used to read. When we used to argue about sports outside, I used to throw numbers at them, and they would be like, and they would tell me, "Yo, you can't argue with this guy. This guy knows. This guy's like a walking encyclopedia." Because I would read the sports almanac. I would read the farmer's almanac. You ever heard of the Farmer's Almanac? Every year I will read those things. So it tells you, it predicts how the weather's going to be for the year. Because the Farmer's Almanac is like for crops. You know. So I will always read that stuff. You know. And people will look at me like, what the hell? Why are you reading the Farmer's Almanac? You know, a kid from the Bronx reading the Farmer's Almanac. I said, you don't live near a farm. You know? And hello, Daniel Mark LeBlanc. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so yeah, you heard of it, Keegan, right? Farmer's Almanac. I used to read those stuff. You know? I used to always encyclopedias. I had the what's it called? Funk. What's the I'm gonna say if anybody remembers Funk and Wag, what is it? Encyclopedia Funk and Wagner. I have to look it up. Let me look it up right here. Is it how you pronounce that? It's Funk and Wagness or something. Encyclopedia. That was my first set. Let me look it up right here. Oh, okay, yeah. Funk and Wagnalls. And yeah, so the founder was Isaac K. Funk. So the encyclopedia was that. Funk and Wagnalls. So I used to read that as a kid. I was like, 6, 7 years old. I think maybe even 5 years old, I first started looking at those encyclopedias. My brother bought a set, and I went through every book. So I got hooked on statistics and all that. The Sunday papers. Yeah, I used to love the Sunday papers. I would go by the daily news on Sunday. It's called the Sunday News. So I would go by, the Sunday News. I would just go. Sunday paper. Yeah, I would look at that stuff. I would be I'd be looking at that whole thing. Of course, when we started looking for jobs, remember the classified ads? Or when we want to rent out a room, we used to put on the classified ads. Classified ads, obituaries. You want to find out who, recently, whatever passed away and so on. You look at the obituaries. But I remember the classified ads too. The job classified ads, but also you're looking for an apartment, you had to go to the newspaper. There was no internet. Years ago, when you had to look for an apartment, you go to the classified ads. That was it. It was always like, now we have all this search stuff. So let me go down here. Yeah. So Tasso says kids can be really cruel. Yeah, I know. Elementary school and middle school. High school was better for me, although I kept to myself for the most part. Yeah, I had a couple of close friends. Yeah. Elmer said, okay, I'm here. The party can start now. Yeah, I already did an AM band scan, FM band scan. Yeah. Modified DX, what I hated was people trying to make me not introverted. And all it did was make me exactly. I know, exactly. 14 people watching, 12 likes, thank you. 2 hours and 18 minutes in the books. Tasso, I just focused doing my schoolwork. So I can have the freedom to do other things later on, watch TV, play video games, etc. Yeah. And Elmer time is here. 44 degrees Fahrenheit in Sherwood, Oregon. AD7LN. Yeah. I know, Tasso, right? Unfortunately, now kids are being bullied, not only physically in school, but online, which is horrible. Cyberbullying. And I know, yeah, right, exactly. Sometimes it leads to unfortunate. There's a few cases that happen where they couldn't handle cyberbullying and they took their own life, which is horrible. It's horrible that happens. That's why my son has his channel and my wife runs the channel. But my wife is the one that monitors all that. And most of the videos they posted, they close the comments. But some of them, they leave the comments open. And people leave, 99% people leave nice comments. You always got to have one or two idiots. And I'm trying to show them that, listen, you're always going to have the occasional, jerk off that's going to post something stupid. And you just block them, So, like what I do here, if occasional dick face, you're gonna have one or two dick faces every once in a while. Post a stupid comment, you block them. That's it. That's what you could do. That's it. King Names, I remember Lowrider by War. Yeah, that's a great song. I love that song. And one of Cheech Johnson, also on Giorgio Lopez. Yeah, that was his the theme. That's the opening theme. Yeah, Giorgio Lopez, right? Oh no, no rider. I love that song. That's a great song. That's a great song. I love that song. Daniel Mark Lobo, it's been a while. Nice to see you. Looks like a new place. No, this is the basement. It's just that I had to move everything upstairs because the floor was in bad shape. There used to be a wood floor on top of the concrete slab, and I removed it. So now I have the original concrete floor in the basement. So now I need to smooth it out and patch it up and all that. So the wood floor that was on top, I got rid of it. I ripped it out. It was all rotted. So I ripped it out. So now the next room I need to rip out that wood floor. Because what happened was is that when I would get water in the basement, even if it was a puddle, it would sit underneath the wood floor and it started rotting the 2x4s. It started rotting it and the floor was and it was bad. But now it's a lot better. It was moldy and all that too. It was awful. So I finally ripped it out. And I'm doing it by myself, so it's a lot of work. MDK2, college is always better because virtually everyone there. Yeah, exactly, because they want to be there, they want to learn. And exactly. And you also met your wife there. Yeah, exactly. In college, most people in college, especially in my case, I went to a smaller college, private college. It's not a party college, it's not a big university type thing. So when I went there, everybody there, there was a lot of older people there. I went there later on too. I wasn't in my 20s. I was already in my mid 30s when I finally decided to go back and get my computer science degree. So I was already, I wasn't partying anymore, anything like that, or whatever. So yeah, you just want to go in there and learn, and I did good. I did very well in school, with the exception of French. French too. I really messed up on that class. I took too many classes that semester, and I wound up getting an F because I couldn't withdraw. It was already too late into the semester, and I was falling behind on a couple of classes, and I had to make up for that class. Actually, one class I was really falling behind on. And then I couldn't go to this class anymore. I said, no, I need to focus on this class. Because the French too was just an elective. I didn't care. Because I made the stupid mistake of trying to take 5 classes in one semester. I started taking 4. Was it 4? I know it was, I think it was 6 classes in one semester, which is normally 4 to 5 is okay, but 6? I was pushing it. And it cost me. My GPA took a hit. Because I was trying to finish the semester early. So anyway. Hamradio DX, I'm also obsessed with numbers like league tables and so on. Yeah, exactly. Keegan, I remember hearing about S&P 500 during one of the NPR newscasts in the mid-2000s. Yeah, well, S&P 500 been around for a long time, forever. Yeah. I think it was the bottom of, you hear S&P everywhere. It's all over. It's part of the daily news. S&P is just an indicator for the, basically the top 500 stocks global. Yeah, S&P 500, Standard & Poor's, it's just an index. So it's an indicator of how healthy the stock market is overall. Like the Dow is the top 30 companies. The NASDAQ is the top 100 companies that are listed in the NASDAQ. But the S&P is overall the top 500 companies around the world. And you get out of all those numbers, you get an average. And that average is the index. For example, yesterday, everything was good. The Dow, the NASDAQ, the S&P, even the Russell 2000, all was up yesterday. So it was a good day yesterday. All right, there you go. Financial lesson for today. In stock market indices. Tasso, kind of like a bookworm, I will read the papers as well every day. Yeah. Skim through them at least. Yeah. I will be on a subway car and riding the subway and you see the guy here with the Wall Street Journal. I whip out my paper. Sometimes I will read at his paper. Sometimes the other guy will look at my paper. Yeah. Elmer time. Our family bought a new Farmer's Almanac every year. Yeah. I haven't had one in years. I used to look at them. I used to, you know. Yeah. Let me get to that. Okay, I'm almost there. Let me catch up on the chat, and I'm gonna answer that question because that's the reason why I bought this radio. Let me answer that question first, and then I'll catch up on the chat. Oh shoot! Oh. You saw that flicker? Oh my god! Oh my god! With the USB extension and the camera connect, I almost disconnected the video, and the live stream would have been dead. Oh my god! I need to watch my step. Anyway, let me go back to that question. I'm gonna answer that question now. Okay, who was that? Was it Glenn? Oh, Danny Mark LeBlanc. Okay, Danny, any opinions on a good GMRS transceiver for a SHTF situation? I'm looking for a decent transceiver as a safety backup. Well, I have handhelds. I have you know, they all have handhelds like this. But I bought this one. It's a mobile. This one, there is they have a couple of models. They have one that's GMRS, and these are not expensive. I forgot. I had the video there, the review, not the review. I bought this one recently. I don't remember how much I paid for it. Anyway, this one is 2 meters, 70 centimeter, but there is a mod. It's a simple mod. You have to press power, and I think you hold the button, and you could turn this into GMRS transceiver. So I was thinking about using this one for that because they have the Midland ones, but they're very expensive. They're like almost $200 or whatever. I want to use this one as a base unit. But I'm going to do the mod and just use it for that, for GMRS. But I could switch it. I think you got to hold the power button and do something. I forgot. They have one that's GMRS that you could do the mod and turn it into, what is it? Yeah, dual band. But this one, I could go the other way. I could turn this into GMRS if I want to. It's a simple button. I think it's when you power up I think you got to hold the power button and do something. I forgot. Anyway, there's videos on it. It's very simple. And it unlocks that. It unlocks it. So you could use that. So you could turn this into a GMRS. Okay? And that's what I plan to do with this one. I want to use this one for GMRS. Because I don't need it for 2 meter. I mean, for 2 meter 70. But I'm thinking about using this one for that. For like a kind of a base receiver for GMRS. So you can get something like this. I forgot how much I paid for this. I have to check. I don't remember. The video is recent. If anybody can look it up, I don't want to look it up right now because I have too many things open here and I don't want to lose the stream. And hiccups and then I lose the stream. I'm guessing it was around $70. And this goes up to 25 watts. But realistically, I think that when people say up to 15. But I think, but anyway, and people who say this is decent, it's pretty good. It's not bad. So I want to try this one. So that's the model number right there. So it's QYT KT89. So this one you can with the mod, you can switch it to, but they have one that's already GMRS and you can do the other way, the mod. I think the other one is the R. It's the same KT8900. There's another one. And it's not expensive compared to the Midland, because the Midlands are way more expensive. They're way more expensive. They're like $200 range and so on. So I would look at something like this. And you can put it in your vehicle. But I'm going to use mine as like a little base station. And I'm going to hook this one up to an outdoor antenna on the roof. And I'm going to use this one for that. Kind of a base station. So I hope that answers your question. Yeah. Yeah, so you could, you don't have to, of course, obviously you're not going to do it, but it can go up to 25 watts. But obviously, you have to, okay? So you could use this, something like this, Because right now I'm going to get a dedicated, for this one, when I set it up, I'm going to do it eventually, I want to get a proper, it's going to be like a 2-meter antenna, it's going to be, maybe I'll make my own, but I'll just probably get a 2-meter, 70 centimeter, excuse me, not 2-meter, because that GMRS is on that range. So 70 centimeter range, I said 2-meter, I meant 70 centimeter. Because GMRS is what, 462? Oh, that's a street cleaning. You hear the street cleaning. So yeah, so I'm gonna get a dedicated antenna for that. I'm not gonna use I was thinking about using the disco, but I want to get a dedicated because I want to set this up like a little base station and just use it for that. So that's what I want to do with that. Yeah, the NASDAQ was big because of the tech companies, but it's also a lot of biotech companies, smaller companies that don't make it on the New York Stock Exchange. Because the New York Stock Exchange, they got to have a certain market cap to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange. So if they don't make it on the New York Stock Exchange, then they go to the NASDAQ. That's the way it works. All right, Matt? It's not only tech companies, but there is a market cap that, and a lot of it is tech companies, but there's a lot of other stuff that's not really tech. But there is a market cap that, because of course, man, it's Wall Street. That is the New York Stock Exchange. They call that the big board. But to have a seat on the New York Stock Exchange, they have to be a certain market cap. It's not like a $10 million company. We're talking about hundreds of millions and not $1 billion company at least or something. I forgot. I don't know the number off the top of my head. It's something like that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he used to work for a mutual fund company in NASDAQ. Yeah, the hot tech sector. Yeah. So then, of course, NASDAQ. And if they don't make it on the NASDAQ, then you have, the the OTC, whatever, pink sheets, whatever they call it. Penny stock. Like in that movie, Wolf of Wall Street, they were trading penny stocks. Pump and dump stocks. Yeah. Let me see. Let me go up here. So I'm skipping all over the place now. Yeah, so this is the basement. It's not a new place. It's the basement. It's just that, it's a different angle. I used to do my live stream over here before, and then I went upstairs. I still, of course, I have that, but now I'm trying this way because I finally got the floor ripped out. Because up there, I could only do so many streams. I have to do it in the daytime because my brother sleeps next door to that room. That's his room. Over here, I can do whatever I want. As you can hear without doing, I can put it loud. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Tasso said I was always told I spoke and acted mature for my age when I was younger. Okay. Married, yes, I was always obsessed with. Oh, I already read this. Okay. So yeah, Farmer's Almanac. I read that. Okay. So Glenn Dessler. Hi everyone, just walked in for my monthly Walmart run. Okay. Yeah. I think we're gonna go. Well, we're gonna go soon, but we're gonna see about this boycott that's happening in New York. And they start hoarding in these shelves. Tasso, I look forward to Sunday paper and when you get all the magazines, coupons, and so on. Yeah. King Inez, I will read the TV Guide magazines on occasion, early mid 2000s, and still have them ranging from 1994. Oh, so you collected them. Okay. Wow. And I will read the local listings in the Sunday paper. That's what I would do too. I stopped getting the TV Guide because I would look at the Sunday paper and you had all that, and plus, I got to the point where. Well, now I wish I had a couple of them for nostalgia. I would have kept a couple of them. Glenn Dansler, I met a family from NYC who just moved here. Yeah. Well, a lot of people are leaving. Yeah, it's just crazy here. I mean, this whole thing with the migrant stuff is, I don't know what they were thinking. They're taking money away from, you have citizens here that, anyway, so it's a mess. It's a mess. So, anyway, it's been like that for the last few years, a while now. And now with this other thing going on, like, I don't know who wants to do business here. It's kind of sad to see, though. Yeah, I know. MDK2, there's classifieds for meeting people. Yeah, I know that too. Yeah, you can meet people and classify. It was everything there. Look for a job. You can meet somebody new. Get an apartment. You want to sell something. Yeah. So anyway, Danny Mark LeBron. Yeah, so this is what I bought recently because I want to try this for that GMRS. I want to choose because the millions are too expensive. And they're like over $200. And when I saw this, I'm like, I'm gonna give this a try. I saw a few videos on it, so it seems to be good. It's deep, good enough. I'm gonna try it. PG rating out the window, yeah. Maybe when I call the guy Dick Face, yeah. I like today's lighting, okay. Out the window. Well, the third hour is almost here. It's 2 hours and 39 minutes anyway. Frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a hoot. How much time? Keegan, I remember Dow Jones and NASDAQ. I remember the early 2000s. Yeah, NASDAQ was big. Deadstream. I don't know what that means, Deadstream. Yeah, I know the early 2000, what they call the bubble, first it was the dot-com boom. Then in 2000 they had the bubble. Then 9/11. Then it was the housing crisis. I think 2008. Yeah. Yeah. And one more time. Speaking of radio, I just purchased a new portable shortwave receiver. Okay. And which one did you get? Daniel Mark LeBlanc. We are allowed to use GMRS transceivers without a permit in Canada. However, the max wattage is only 2 watts. Well, what kind of antenna? Well, like I said, eventually I'm going to get a dedicated antenna for that. So the Texan H501X in a hard case container. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I know. I need to check that. I think they are still in the NASDAQ, the Microsoft. Okay, they are in the NASDAQ. Okay. So I used to work for a mutual fund company. Okay. Which company you used to work? If I may ask, mutual fund company, Colorado. I have an idea, but I want to wait for your answer. If it's the one in Colorado. Well, of course, I'm going back into the 90s. Which one? That would be what? Janus Funds. Okay, I heard of Janus. I remember Janus. I remember Janus. I was thinking about Invesco, but Janus, yeah, I remember Janus Funds. Oh, okay. I'm thinking about Invesco or because of the mountains. Right, Invesco. My Janus, okay. Danny Morgan, are you allowed to have more wattage if it's a base station? I don't know. You have to look into that. Whatever the rule is, that's the rule. That's it. You have to dial it down then. My nose is itching now. Suddenly my nose is itching. Let me go down here. So that radio costs $500 with the 501. Yeah, I believe that. One more time, the PL330 is an excellent receiver. I own one as well. The 501X drew me because the sound quality it provides. Receive signal is one thing, but hearing it correct, yeah. Yeah, that's a nice radio. And Chris C, hello Chris C, I hope you're doing well. I bought the Texan PL330 and was so impressed that I bought the H501X and love it. People don't like the runtime on the factory 18650 battery, but I updated it to the 30. Yeah, you get the other one, the 3500, the 3000 whatever, because the one you usually get is 2400. So okay, MDK2, yeah, Invesco is here too. Okay, so yeah, because I know Invesco because of the mountains, the Rocky Mountains, and I have some Invesco. I have like the I have Invesco itself. I have a few shares of that, the company. But I remember Invesco from Colorado. No, it cannot be $500. I got mine from eBay. I got it off the seller. If you go to my video on this one, I put the link to that. It was a Chinese seller. It was in the 7. It cannot be 500 Canadian. 500 Canadian for this? No, it cannot be. I think it was. I'm trying to remember within the $70 range. I'm trying to remember. I have to look it up. Anyways, when you go to my channel and you're in my channel, you see the video. There's only one video of this, and the link is in there. It was it's an eBay seller. In fact, I bought these two radios from the same seller. This DMR radio. I bought these two from the same seller. And I bought them there because he had really good prices. And when you order from the seller, they're gonna put another promo code before you check out, and that's gonna bump it down another. I believe it was another 10% or something. I forgot. And they got it down. Everywhere else, this radio was more expensive. This radio is more expensive everywhere, but from that seller, the link is in that video. That particular seller, this radio is the cheapest. It's the cheapest there. It's the cheapest. That's why I picked that seller. I looked all over for this radio, and that was the best price. That's why I went with him. And then I bought this radio too. And again, good price. With the promo code. He has a promo code when you check out. So, yeah, I will check that one. I cannot be 500. I would not pay that. No. That's crazy. Yeah, I would not pay 500 for no way. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, 3,500 milliamp batteries. Usually. Yeah, that's crazy. It's 500 Canadian. Yeah, but don't the Amazon. This radio on Amazon is a lot more. When you go to my video on there, I don't want to look it up here because I don't. When you go to my channel, there's only one video on this. It's the unboxing. The unboxing video on this. There's an eBay link in there. That seller, he sells it for a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper there. He's not. I know on Amazon I've seen this for over. I think it was $100-something. I forgot what it was, American. And that seller I bought this cheaper. And you got to make sure it's this one, the 89, because there's a couple of them that I like. There's a different one. There's another model that's a little more expensive. They look almost similar. Unless it was Skyrocket, it all suddenly Skyrocket. But no, it wasn't Amazon. It was eBay. It's an eBay seller. Because on Amazon, this radio is more expensive. It's way more expensive than Amazon. So not Amazon. This is way more expensive than Amazon. That's why not everything on Amazon is not everything on Amazon is good. This radio is the opposite. Amazon is way more expensive. AliExpress, I think too, the price was okay, but the eBay seller, he beat them all. And sometimes you gotta look around. And I got lucky. It was like under $100. I think it was like 70. I forgot what it was. I have to look. I don't want to do it now because I have too many windows open, and I don't want to risk crashing the stream. So I'm gonna just go to my video on this radio, and you'll see the link there. I have the eBay link there, I believe. And he's a Chinese seller. I know he's a Chinese seller, and he has good ratings too. That's why I bought off him too, because he has very good rating. He sold a whole bunch. He's been around for a long time. He has like a whole bunch of rating. His rating is very good. Because I was skeptical on the price, but then I saw his rating, and I said, okay, this guy's legit. And right here. And then I bought this too. Yeah. One more time. Is it strange that I don't use FM on my portable? 98%. I don't same here, but that's why I'm trying to that's why I did my setup right here. The FM, I want to do a little FM listening and all that. I'm gonna start trying to DX. Yeah. I'm gonna have a little setup here. King in DX says the opposite. I'm primary FM, secondary medium wave, then shortwave. Yeah, I'm for my portable. Depends on the radio. Yeah. Daniel Mark LeBlanc says it's $500 on Amazon. Okay. This is the. Let me turn it on. Yes. Anyway, the DR 1801. That displays too. That's the problem with this webcam. It doesn't focus the display very well. So this is the DR. D as in David, R as in Robert, 1801. Okay, I got a video on this too. The unboxing of this video. I forgot how much I paid for it. I forgot it was a $50 range. I forgot how much it was. DMR. Okay, you can do DMR, digital mobile radio, DMR. Because I want to try DMR. So I bought this one. It's not expensive. That's why I bought this one. I want to try this one out. I know Element Time has a whole bunch of better, more expensive radios for DMR. I went with this one. I don't know if he has this one, but I want to give this one a try. I'm gonna try this one out. It's not expensive. It's very, very nice. Anyway, isn't the videos in my when you go to my channels there. DR 1801 unboxing video, and I had the eBay, the same seller I bought both. I bought these two there. eBay, very good price. And I bought that antenna. I bought it. I have a 5-pack. I bought the Nagoya. I bought the Nagoya, but not Nagoya brand. It's a different brand. What's the name of that brand? TD Radio or TID Radio or TID Radio or something. I forgot what it is. Anyway, they make the same one. I bought a 5-pack for $15. It's the equivalent to the NA771. I bought a 5-pack. Now, I'll bring it in tonight. I have it right in the boiler room. Let me bring it over here. Let me go get it. And I did my research before that because I know people selling some cheap clones. So I did my research. So I bought this one. It's a 5-pack. I have 5 of these. And the company's let me see what it's called. Let me take it out the bag. Yeah, so it's a 5-pack for $15, Amazon. And pretty good price for 5 of them. Well, this focus. So it's TID radio, TID radio. I'll try to focus it there. Let me see if it can focus. Oh my God. Try that again. Let me see if this one can focus better. See this Chinese one, the camcorder is not the best. Anyways, you heard of that brand, TID radio, TID radio. Is the equivalent of the Nagoya. It's the same thing. So 5-pack for $15. Amazon. Go look it up. It's the same thing as the Nagoya, but this is a different brand. So yeah, it was a good deal. That's a great deal. Yeah, 5 of them. So I have so of course I have for this one I have 3 other ones. So now I have one for each. Or if one breaks, I have 4 more. So that was a great So that was a good deal. Because I looked at the reviews on it too, because I know they're selling Nagoya, fake Nagoya clones and all that. But I did my research, and then this one had good rating, and this one is another company's TID radio, TID radio, and they also make radios. So TID radio is another company that makes radios too. So they make handhelds too. They make all that. Elmer time. Danny owns many radios that I do not have in my collection. Yeah. So this is DMR. I was like, wow, and the price was so cheap. The Baofeng DR1801. And then there's another one. I think it's the DM1801, and that one. There's mods for that one. This one doesn't have any mods. But the other one, there's a whole bunch of mods for that. You could change the menu, everything. It's a firmware mod. And you could that one has mods. This one doesn't have any mods. No firmware mods. That model. But that one is more expensive. That one's a little more expensive. This one is not that expensive. It's cheaper. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me go back up here. Okay, so you're talking among yourselves there. Okay. Chrissy, originally I was waiting to buy the Eton Satellite 2.0, but it turned out to be no good when it was released. Yeah, I saw it on Jill's group that they just discontinued it. The last satellite radio, the HD one, whatever, and so it got discontinued. Just like that, it's gone. So I guess the sales were really horrible on that radio, so they discontinued it. So let me see. Danny Mark LeBron, I just purchased the DX394 shortwave receiver for around $30, mint shape on Kijiji. Okay. Yeah, 394. I forgot which one is that. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, $30, that's good. $30, that's good. 394. Yeah, that's a nice. I like that one. I don't have that one either. I was looking at that one once and I missed out on that one. The 394. Kijiji, okay. Chrissy, the seller for the Texan is located in New Jersey on Uncle. Okay. Excuse me. And that's the DR 1801. And I'm just talking about this guy. Radio. Chrissy, I bought a pair of Baofeng BFF8 HP and loved them. Upgraded them with the Nagoya. Okay. So this one, well, this is not the 50-inch. It's not 50-inch. I don't think that's 50-inch. I don't know. It's close. It may be. I don't know. It could be. Well, this one's supposed to be like the 771. I have to measure it. I don't have a tape measure on here, so I can't measure it. No, I don't think that's 50. That's close, but I don't think it's. So maybe it's a little longer. I don't know. I think about it. 15.5. Yeah, I don't know if that's. That might not be. That may be a little. So they help bring in the signal. Well, I'll find out sooner or later when the weather was warmer. I'll be outside and I'll do all that. You know, for example, if I let me see, I can try the weather band right now.
Near steady temperature in the mid-40s. North winds around 5 miles per hour.
So it's kind of staticky, right?
Lows in the mid-30s.
Okay. Yeah, but I can see the battery's dying, so let me see if it's somewhat stronger because I'm in the basement, so I could try it. In the boiler room, it was, but the boiler room, the problem is that this thing is so long it hit the ceiling on the boiler room. Well, my boiler room ceiling is a lot lower than here. So you heard that staticky? So let me see if it's more clear. Take out this antenna. Put this one on.
Seas 5 to 9 feet. Saturday night, north winds 10 to 20 knots. Seas 4 to 8. Sunday, north winds less than 10 knots, becoming west to southwest. Seas 4 to 7. Saturday night, southwest.
Yeah, my battery's dying too.
Seas 4 to 5 feet.
About the same.
Monday, southwest.
It's kind of about the same in a way. My battery's dying though. I need to charge it. Anyway, yep. All right. Let me go down here. Let me go down here. Yeah, it's a good deal. I'm telling you, 5 for $15. That was a good deal. Elmer time. Yeah, there is Chinese knockoff ACs that are flooding the market with illegally matched labels. Yeah, exactly. So you gotta watch out for that. So this one, the 5-pack, I was skeptical. But then I started reading they had a lot of reviews. And this one, it has a TID radio. And so I read the reviews. I had a whole bunch of reviews on there. And it was fine. It was fine. So I was like, okay. I said, I pulled the trigger on it. But I think the only complaint on this radio was, the antenna, not radio. I think the antenna, they had an issue with the matching. So some of them, I believe they went to cutting them. They had to cut a little here and there, to match it, So, yeah, I can do that too. Because I got 5 of them. So I could cut a couple of them and still have, so that too. So, if I need to cut them, it's not, it's 5 of them. So So that was the only thing about that. Some of the reviews were like that they wanted cutting it, a little bit, and I was like, okay, good enough for me. So it was like $15 and change. I forgot what was the price. So basically $5 a piece, because one, I know on Amazon the cheapest one I seen, the single one, the Nagoya, I think it was around. I saw one for around $8 or so. Something like $8. I forgot. It was like $7.99 or something. And I was like, okay, well, I said, let me get this one because, roll the dice on it. But I went to the reviews. Before I even bought this, I read the reviews. And I went through all, and a lot of them were, like good deal, great deal, And some of them, of course, the matching thing. So they had to cut the antenna a little bit, make it shorter, and that type of thing. And this one is a Tidio, which is a brand that I know. I know that brand, Tidio, because they have radios with this, they have radios also. And this one, instead of NA771, I think it's TD or some number. The same thing, 771, but I think it's TA or something anyway. And now I don't know about now. The price probably went up for this thing. Who knows? I don't know. Because price, like you said, prices fluctuate. So, but yeah, I was aware about the fakes. Before I bought that one, I really had to. But so far, so good. All right, man. Take care. I'll see you soon, and thank you for stopping by. And 73, take care, and have a good weekend. Yeah. So 3 hours and 7 minutes in the books. 12 people watching, 13 likes. And let me see what time it is over here. Oh, 1:30 in the afternoon. Okay. Yeah. So I'm learning curve on this, but I'm gonna try because of course DMR. There is a repeater 5 miles away that has DMR, so I want to try that route first, and eventually maybe I get a hotspot. I buy a hotspot for that. And I know Elmer knows about that more than I do. Elmer, you own a hotspot? Did you you have a hotspot? Or do you own a hotspot? Excuse me, I must say. That was a softball. Do you have a hotspot? I don't want to know. Do you own a hotspot? A DMR hotspot. That's what I meant to say. Digital mobile radio hotspot. I don't want to know about your hotspot. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, they did make it to the moon, Tassel. However, there's no confirmation if it landed upright or sideways or whatever. Because I saw it this morning. I saw, they landed, but they don't show no visual. They don't show no visual confirmation or nothing yet. Don't get me started with that. So they landed, but we don't know. Well, I don't know about now because I've been here all last 3 hours. So I don't know. They updated any. They haven't sent a video link or anything yet. Video or whatever. But they don't know if it landed upright or sideways or whatever. You would figure we have the technology to have real-time video. You know? Yeah. Oh my God. Hotspot. Yes, I have a hotspot. Yeah. All right, a DMR hotspot. Of course, I'm gonna try to connect to the repeater, but I see several of them. Of course, I know you have B-Star, and you have the Yaesu one, the System Fusion, whatever. So I don't know if you own one of those, or if you even use them. I don't know. So anyway, so they landed, but we don't know if they landed correctly or not. So we're waiting on that. So they were talking about it last night. I was watching it after, I came home from shopping, and I'm watching it was a YouTube video, and they said we're waiting on the video to come in. That it takes time for the video to come in. So I'm like, all this technology, they can have a video, real-time video of it landing. So we're waiting on that. Yeah. Chrissy, you downloaded the Trap software? No, not yet. I'm gonna when I finish up here, I want to start, because I need to modify the other one, the Quan Shang, the K5, whatever it is. I want to modify that one. I haven't even done that yet. So I want to do that one. This one doesn't need any modify. But this one, I have to put the settings in, so I'm going to need the software for that. Actually, this one, I think it has its own. No, yeah. But this one, I'm learning. This is a bigger learning curve for me, because this is all new to me. I'm buying all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, yeah. Chrissy, my dog gets hot spots and scratches a lot. Okay. Elmer time, there's an ointment for hot spots. I'm doing better now. Oh my God. I don't know what hot spot you're talking about. My hot spot is when I take care of myself and I go to the bathroom and I have to do number 2. Burns like hell. I was talking about it the other day too. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, well, I'm not gonna go down that road today. Yeah, I heard it this morning. Yeah, I know. They landed, but we don't know. They landed, but we don't know if it's upright or if it fell sideways or something. I don't know. It's stupid. It's really annoying. Red hot burritos. Now I'm thinking about what I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna make some. I think I'm gonna make pateles today with yellow rice. Let me see what I'm gonna cook today. Oh, spaghetti. I have meatballs. I can make spaghetti with meatballs. Interesting. I was gonna call you Castle. Tassel. Careful, it may be hacked by China or Russia. Like AT&T was yesterday, and they want to mention. I don't know. I'm starting to think that, Chris, that is fake. Because when they launched the rocket, right? This is what frustrates me. They launched the rocket. They have a camera on the rocket. So you see the flame, you see the exhaust. They show all that on real-time video. All that's real-time video, right? Now, this happened. They landed. There's no video on that. We have to wait for video now. So they're clapping. Yay, landed. Because they got some audio, something like confirmation on audio that it landed. And that's it. some telemetry information or something. But there's no video. I want to see video. I want to see video of it landing on the moon. And then that's another thing they said. They said that when the lander, because they have a in the lander, right? They had another thing that shoots out about 100 feet away, and it records video away from the lander. So the lander is landing on the moon, right? But as it's landing, there's a little I guess it's like a little projectile that shoots out, and it lands nearby, 100 feet away, so they can film. So I can film the lander landing. So we haven't seen that video either. That video, you know. So I'm thinking about that too. Could be a load of manure, a load of malarkey, a bunch of malarkey. Because I haven't seen video on it. Exactly, my for me, video evidence or nothing. I'm not gonna believe it. I want to see video. I want to see video of the lander already. So Tasso, speaking of the moon, I picked up a couple of moon pies when I went shopping earlier. Okay. I know I'm thinking about that now, the moon prison. I'm telling you, man, I'll end crime in this country. You commit a crime like murder, I send you to the moon. I'll make a prison on the moon, and you'll spend your rest of your life in the moon. And you can't escape, because if you escape prison in the moon, you die. That's it, you're gone. Because you'll be in space. You'll get sucked. If you open up the airlock, you die. That's it. Moon prison. Elmer time. Be right back. Taking dog outside. Okay. Yeah, that moon landing stuff is all fake, in my opinion. I'm trying to think that. I don't know. I want to see video already. Make some bacalao. I don't have bacalao, Chris. Sorry. I don't have bacalao. I have pasteles. I bought Goya pasteles. I'll show you. I'm going to show you. And Mary DX is going to show you. Yeah, I bought them. See, Goya sells them. I keep talking. Oh my God, I don't want to trip over this thing and ruin the stream. See, I'm going to fix that USB extension. I'm going to nail it on the thing so it can go down like that. Because I don't want to trip over and lose the. Anyway, Goya Patel is right here. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to cook this. I'm going to make yellow rice. Delicious. I'm going to put a little hot sauce on it. Oh my God. It's over, bro. So this is the pasteles. So you see there's the parchment paper on top. And then when you take out the paper, there's the banana leaf. And then that's the pastel right there with the pork. This thing is close to what my mother used to make. God rest her soul. When you cook this, you put it in a water in a pot, and you put adobo from Goya adobo. You sprinkle it, and this soaks up the adobo, and it tastes so good. Oh my God, this is there you go, Puerto Rican right there. That's what we eat for the holidays and all that. But of course, I eat this all year round. So ShopRite, your local ShopRite or Walmart sells these. telling you, pateles. Those pateles are good. They're the closest thing to us. Last night when I was shopper, the cashier's asking me, oh my God, I don't want to step on that. I need to move this stuff around. The cashier's asking me, I guess she's Puerto Rican too. She's like, oh, those are really good. I said, yeah, they're close as your mom's pateles that you're ever going to get. That Goya brand. The closest the way my mother used to make them. Otherwise, you have to go to Facebook. Because Facebook Marketplace, people sell them. Like, I guess they make them, in their house. But I don't want to buy it off of somebody in the Bronx or whatever. I don't want to do all that. So when these came out in ShopRite, I was like, man, I got hooked on these. I got hooked on them. That sounds like a delivery truck. I'm still waiting for UPS. I thought it was going to be yesterday, but it's not. It could be any day now, UPS. Anyways, not that important. It's just a couple of rubber floor thingies. So Chris, see everything they are showing is computer generated. Yeah, I know. When they show it flying, they show that computer. I don't want to see that. I want to see the real stuff. I know. I've seen a whole bunch of them like that. They show a takeoff. Okay, that's real. But then when it's in space, they start showing that CGI crap. I don't want to see that. I want to see the real stuff. We don't got cameras that we can see all that stuff up there. And sometimes they show they have a camera and they show when it jettison, like when the stages separate and you see the other stage falling back to Earth. They got a camera for that. They can put a camera when it lands on the moon. Have one on the orbiter, have one on the lander the whole time and it lands, and it has a real-time camera showing it. I know, I'm starting to think it's BS. All this 8K, I don't know, I'm skeptical too. I'm starting to get skeptical. Yeah, I know. That would be a great film, right? The Moon Prison. So if a movie ever comes out like that, you got to give me credit. I'm going to put this video as reference. I need to patent that or something. Maybe write a script. Oh, Chris, me and my wife made something for Christmas. Okay, cool. They just stabbed a guy in the subway in the Bronx. Jesus. Every day something's going on with this. With the subways. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, there's no evidence, Tasso. No evidence that no landing yet. There's no video yet. I'm waiting for the video. Because I was watching it last night. It was already, it already has happened. But there was I saw it on one of the, So I fast forwarded to where the landing happened. I thought they were going to show a video. They only showed the guys clapping in the control room. And I'm like, I don't want to see it. I want to see I want to see the actual landing with a video camera on it. And you know what I mean? I don't want to see people just clapping. So I'm like, this is bullshit. That's what I said. I said, this is bullshit, yo. And then they were talking. They said, no, it's going to take a while for the video uplink to. I said, really? This technology is taking so long to upload for the video from the moon to get back to Earth? So then that's when I heard that they had that other thing that when the lander was landing, there's another thing that's supposed to shoot out. And they're going to have a video of the orbiter away from, that little thing, because it's like 100 feet away, and it's going to show the lander. I said, I want to see that. But I'm already getting skeptical. I think that's on stage. I'm not trying to be a flat earther guy, but I don't know. The moon is a whole nother thing. And I'm getting skeptical on that. Yeah. Chrissy, when the Indians claim to go to the moon, they show what it looked like a Atari video game. I know. I know. I'm skeptical. I know. Because I heard some. Because I've seen some of that conspiracy stuff that about the radiation. It's called the Van Allen belts. The Van Allen belt. So, for example, you got Earth, right? Then you got the magnetic. What is it? Like the magnetic field around the Earth. But then there's a certain. If you go beyond a certain. Outside of the magnetic field, that the radiation, like we're talking about a lot more radiation after that. So when you're sending in the moon, you're beyond the Van Allen belt and all that. It's a whole thing. And they said that radiation there is a lot more. Like there's no way that you can just stand there like the first man on the moon. There's a whole bunch. There's like a lot of conspiracy behind that. That those people would have been sick within days or something. I forgot what it was. That none of that space there's no way it could have protected them from we're talking about gamma rays. Gamma rays, not just gamma rays. Remember the Hulk? Gamma rays? Like crazy stuff on the moon. The moon itself, not the surface. I'm talking about the moon. So we're not talking about right here in lower orbit when they do the spacewalk. I'm talking about on the moon is much more hostile. The radiation. So that's all. I watch all this stuff. I'm like, man, that's crazy. So I don't know. I want to see video, and I'm gonna look at that video. I'm gonna really look at it carefully to see if there's any discrepancies. Chrissy, the spaceship the Indian show had red tassels. Mary DX said that moon prison idea will make a great. I know, man. I'm telling you, man. I should be a writer. I should be a writer. Man, I should be a writer. I know exactly. Exactly. Like Mary, exactly. If they have to download a video of a landing, what are they using? 14.4 BPS modems? And yeah, we can see ISS cams anytime. Exactly. There's live cams all the time for the ISS. And the ISS isn't like that, like not halfway there, but it's like a tenth of the way or something. I forgot what it was. It's ridiculous. I know I'm really getting skeptical about that. Yeah. I'm telling you, I should be a writer. So they stabbed somebody in the subway in the Bronx. Jesus Christ. I'm already a pork pie with dough. Yeah. I'll be right over bringing the hot sauce. Yeah. I'm telling you, that hot sauce, oh my God, that's it. Because they also call those pork tamales. They're like tamales. Pork tamales. That's what they call them in English, pork tamales. But those you call not only put pork, you can put beef in them. There's different chicken. You can make chicken. Chris, me and my wife made some for Christmas. Oh, so who's the Puerto Rican? One of you is Puerto Rican then. They look good. Goya's a good company. Yeah, Goya's a great company. Chris, see, with today's technology, there's no reason to have clips. Exactly. They should have. It's ridiculous. Prison Planet. Yeah, right? That could be the title of the movie, Prison Planet. That's a nice title, right? Prison Planet. Yeah. Tasso, it might be time to call Invent Help for patent, Danny. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm thinking about that. You're making me think about. Yeah, I remember the commercial on TV, Invent Help. Yeah. Chrissy, it's true. I was thinking, what kind of bull crap is this? Yeah, I'm telling you. I want to see it today. No more delay. Today, we gotta have a video. The moon is right there. It's not like Mars. You know, remember the Voyager? When the Voyager went over Jupiter and all that, we have video like within a few days. And that's way out there. That's millions of miles. The moon is, 200,000 miles? How far the moon is from Earth? Isn't it like 200,000 miles? Something like that? If I remember off the top of my head, I think it's like 200-something thousand miles. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong or whatever. That's fine. But it's not a million miles. It's not a million miles. And Jupiter is like millions of miles. Millions. And they got pictures from that. And I think some jerky video comes or something like that. Exactly. If in 1969 there was live pictures of the moon. 1969. Why not now? Exactly. Exactly. I'm telling you, this live stream is the thinking mind here. We know we're not trying to be conspiracy, but we need facts. We need facts, folks. Oh, so you Puerto Rican? Okay, I'm 100% Puerto Rican. My wife is 25% Puerto Rican and 75% Spaniard. Okay, so cool. Oh, okay. So you're Boricua like me. I was born in Rio Piedra. I was born in Puerto Rico, and my mom, we moved here when I was around 3, 4. I'm going to say about almost 4. About 4 years old. 3 or 4 years old. I don't remember exactly. And I was a baby, a toddler, whatever. Not a toddler. I was around 3 and grew up in the Bronx. That's it. Grew up in the Bronx, and then 12 years ago I moved here, Yonkers. So I am Puerto Rican 100%. My wife is from Suriname. Suriname, that is in South America. So, formerly known as Dutch Guyana. Because you got French Guyana, you got British Guyana, and you got Dutch Guyana. But they call it, after 1978, they had independence from the Dutch. And now it's Suriname. Also, your father's from Vega Alta. Okay. And your mom is from Rincon. Also, you're from the west side. My mother was from Jayuya. That was my mother. My mother's birthplace is Jayuya. Most of my family is there, Jayuya. Like the middle of the island. And the mountainous part. Utuado, Jayuya, Ponce. So my mom, Jayuya, yeah. So there's a lot of the highest point of Puerto Rico, 4,000 feet. It gets chilly. The highest point of Puerto Rico is in Jayuya. It's almost a mile high. It's about 4,000 something. Is it 4,700 feet? It's really up there. You go up the mountains. The car goes over and go up that, around and around, go up the mountain. So that area of Puerto Rico is the mountains. They grow a lot of coffee there. That's what they were coffee. A lot of coffee growing up there. But it's a beautiful country there. It's very. The river that they have there, oh my God, the water is so, Well, I don't know about now. I'm talking about when because I went, when my mother took me back there when I was 10. And then I went back again a year later, was it? A year later, and we wound up staying living out there for a year and a half. But then, because I was living in Trujillo Alto for a year and a half, and then my mother, it didn't work out, so we came back to New York in 1979, and then that's it. So we tried to live out there about 2 years, from 77 to 79, and all my brothers hated it. They all hated it. They were like, yeah, because we all didn't know Spanish. We had to learn Spanish. I learned Spanish, and my mother, I guess after being in New York for all these years, she felt different. She didn't like it anymore. Like our standard of living was better in the Bronx. Our standard of living was a lot better in New York. In Puerto Rico, we were broke. It was broke. It was like really struggling back then. It was the pay wasn't that good. Couldn't find certain jobs. It was crazy. My older brothers and all that. Chris C, the Indians were using CB mics on the video to talk to the spacecraft. That's the technology they have. It's crazy. Oh my God. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I know. That's the other thing too. I know. It's dangerous in some parts over there. I know. That's the other thing. Because, like, my wife and I, we talked about we were going to buy a house over there. But after Maria, that's it. I said, nope. Because when I was staying there, the 2 years that I was living there, the power grid was already fragile. Because there's a lot of corruption there. There's corruption there. People say otherwise. There is corruption. You think over here is corruption. Over there is real corruption. So the power grid always was fragile. So I always said it. I said one good hurricane, like a Category 5, hit the island, is going to wipe everything out. And that's what happened. Maria, bam, wiped out the whole power for months. That's all it took. Because the power grid was already fragile. When I was there, it was already fragile. Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly, Chris. I drove through the mountains from north to south. It is beautiful, but scary long drops. Yeah. And sometimes the roads are very narrow. Oh my God, like narrow. Literally, you have to pull over and let the other car go by you. You cannot, it's not enough space for both paths. Some spots, you have to literally pull over, let the other car go by, and then you continue. Yeah. It was scary, yeah. I was surprised to find bamboo growing in the mountains. Yeah, no, yeah. Where I lived at, we have bamboo all over the place. Bamboo trees all over the place. I used to make the kite. My brother, we used to make the kites out of bamboo. The kites with a machete. I have a machete here. It was her father's machete. I have one. That's what we used to use, a machete. And then we cut the little strips of wood, and we make the kite with the strips of bamboo. And you tie it with a string to make the kite. And then for the skin, we use plastic bags, like trash bag, to make the kite. And we make kites and they fly. Chris, when the last hurricane hit, they found warehouses and shipping containers full of, exactly. Yeah, there was containers full of food and water, from the previous hurricane. They just stockpile it and they say, we're gonna keep it all, and they're probably selling it. They were selling it on the side, black market. They were just selling it, making money on the side. I know it's crazy. It's really corrupt. It's corrupt. It's really corrupt as hell. I saw little viejito collecting mountain spring water. Yeah. I know, it's crazy. It was sad, though. My brother still lives over there. I have a brother, he still lives over there. My older brother, he still lives over there. He lives in Trujillo Alto. Right near Trujillo Alto. That's where he lives at. So that's all that. They call that the area metropolitana. So before it used to be San Juan only, then expanded to Rio Piedra. Now it's Trujillo Alto. All of that is area metropolitana, whatever. I can't even pronounce it. Area metropolitana. Now they even have a subway. They have trains now. I haven't been there in years. I haven't been there in over 20 years. But now they have subway. They have a subway. Tren Urbano. They have a subway car. So they have a subway that goes to Bayamón. Then they have, now they're extending the line down to Cagua. And that subway is pretty cool. Subway cars. I never thought I would see subway cars in Puerto Rico. And it's like cheap. I heard it's like 50 cents. I forgot what's the price for the subway. That would have been cool. Because when I lived in Trujillo Alto, I used to walk a lot. I walked there from well, I lived in Trujillo. I walked all the way to Carolina. I used to walk all the way into San Juan when I was a kid. Just walking. Then I would take the buses. La Ama. La Ama, that's the bus line, La Ama. And I look at the bus map and I say, okay, I want to go to the capital today. I want to go see El Morro. Or I want to go down to, Old San Juan or whatever. I would take the bus. I was like, like 10 years old. When I wasn't in school, I would just take the bus and go into the capital and just, walk around like crazy. Reading, look at the map. Okay, I want to go here. Because, I did a lot of walking. I used to walk a lot. I need to do that now, man. I need to lose weight. I used to walk a lot of walking. Even going to school, from my house to the school, it's like a mile walk, and I had to walk in a freaking full of weeds and all that. Oh my God. Muddy shoes. Man, these kids now, man, I had to walk in the mud, man, to go to school. School was a mile away. Over there, when you go to school, they had the afternoon. You could go to school in the morning or in the afternoon. Like from 7 in the morning up to 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Or you could come in at 1 o'clock all the way to 5 o'clock. That was school. I think it was like that. So I would go in the morning a lot. My thing was the morning. I didn't want to go afternoon. Because by 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I'm done. I got the rest of the day. But some people would go in the afternoon because they didn't want to wake up late. I mean, they wanted to sleep late. So they had afternoon school all the way till 5 o'clock. I hated that. I never did afternoon school. I was opted out for. I was wanted morning school. So they had that. The school that I was in, they had morning shift, afternoon. I picked morning. I would just go there early in the morning, 7 o'clock. I would be there sleepy. But by 12 o'clock, I was ready to go home. That was it. It was crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off now. Thank you everybody for watching. 3 hours and 44 minutes in the books. I should be back tomorrow upstairs. streaming us at tomorrow. I should be back. I wanted to try out this USB extension. So it's working well with the camera, so I'm glad. Yeah. King of this, I will get out of school by 3:15, 3:25, or 3:30, depending on what grade I was. Yeah, in Puerto Rico was different, the school. It was weird. So they had a morning or afternoon. So I will pick morning because I wanted to be out of there by 12 o'clock. So lunchtime, you could eat lunch and then go home. That's the way it was in Puerto Rico. You eat lunch, you go home. All the people that were coming in, they could eat lunch, like breakfast, and then stay in school. So I would not even eat lunch. I would just go straight home. When they dismissed us after 12 o'clock, I would just go home. I wasn't going to eat lunch instead. I'm running home. All right. So thank you, everybody, for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Hopefully.